The Who That Daily.com. That's right. Who That Daily.com. One stop shop. Everything Saints, Pelican, Tiger, even top boxing. So if you're a Who That, you're looking for stay up. Your team. Who That Daily.com is your site. Who That Daily.com for the sports. Who That.
Family from Sports Coma. Much love to the family. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year we gave several PS4s in games. So this year we're raffling off PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. Gain an opportunity to win a system, PS5 system. Like I said, it's one remote and everything in it. It goes full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket. Up your chances of winning. Jumping. Also, benefits of the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups.
Your black and gold for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. Number one sports talking league. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Oh, we talking who that? Who got cut and who that? Who gets in the fence? Players you should look at. You don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit this way. Maybe DC or fly. It's the hottest thing smoking, big you in the guys. Go to YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New, all in Who That Nation. Best believe when I said we be golden black. Ain't a miracle of rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beast Wait, Bonnie Gate, let the truth be told. This is Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl.
Listening to the Sports Coma, the Big G with the guys on the PRR Media Network.
First, you just got to give credit to them. They certainly made some good plays throughout the game. Not just the explosive plays, some plays with the extended drives, and you like to be able to take those plays away. You just had
the weather and she go,
but we weren't able to. You got to give them credit. You know, they're. We knew that they could make explosive plays. They've shown that, and they just executed better than us on it. Certainly, some things that we can fix and got to be better at.
John says that he tells you all, get this one back, move on. What's the lesson, I guess, you learned from the game?
It's hard. It's hard to win in this league, and so. When you have games that you're in control of, you like to be able to close them out and finish them. And that's the lesson is when you have those games, you got to close them. You got to find a way. That's what the good teams do. And like I said, you still have to give them credit. They made the plays when they needed to make them. It's going to leave a sour taste in your mouth, but the only way to get rid of it is to get past and get the next one. So you just don't want to allow one game to turn into two games in this league.
I think you guys were not able to affect Daniel Jones with a pass rush. Did you agree with that?
I don't know. I have to look at the tape. I never know how many pressures or quarterback hits we get until after the game. You look at it as a whole. regardless of the fact, he was able to make some plays, and we weren't able to limit him as much as we would have liked.
How did you feel he played?
He played good enough to win. That's what matters in this game. I don't know all the numbers. I don't until I have to look at the tape to know. But they certainly made enough plays to win the game, and we didn't. And so one thing I know defensively is going to be some stuff on the tape that we can look at and get better, and we got to get better. So we accept that challenge.
Sound just like the Carolina loss a bit. The big difference is that this time around, the Saints had the game in hand, up by 10 on this team, and squandered a lead to a winless New York Giant club who had a lot of heart tonight. And the Saints didn't have the heart to finish the game. They just died on their feet. Giants whooped them out of here and gave us a humiliating defeat to a winless-ass club. So big ups to the family members. Appreciate y'all chiming in on this episode of the Coma as we recap this game. And listen, I like a lot of family members, to be honest with you. I'm not very happy about this situation, about how this game played out. But I am happy to be seeing you guys up in the chat. So much love to the great Saint Tank and the rest of the Who Dat Nation as we is in this thing. This was entitled Saints, TSC Saints squander 10-point lead and lose to winless Giants in overtime, 27-21. That's a long ass title, but it is dead accurate. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome everybody in. Welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q, the host up in this thing, and I got DC and Swade. They'll chime in momentarily. But big ups to the family members on this one as Demario Davis opens up the show, saying they got to look at the tape. Very, very dissatisfying loss to the New York Giants in this one. The Saints are now 2-2. So we win one, lose one, win one, lose one. We got to steady the ship. We got to make this make sense. We got to be able to take care of business, because this is most certainly not the Saints football that I'm accustomed to seeing. So with that being said, let me go into the statistics, then we'll bring in our guest, Black Swade and DC as well. As you see the screen right here, 27-21, Saints lose in overtime. You can see the fourth quarter, 11 points that the Saints allow in the fourth quarter, and then the defense allowed the Giants to march down the field in overtime and score a touchdown and knock them up out of there. Very, very dissatisfying to watch the Saints defense, pretty much down on their feet out there. It was not a good thing toward the back end of the game. So 21 first downs tied it up. You see 12 of it for the Saints was through the air, 9 first downs on the run. The total plays altogether for the black and gold, 60-65, their advantage. 485. The Giants had more total yards, total drives, 11-10 Giants. 8.1 yards per play for the Giants, 6.2 by the Saints. 402 on the passing yards by the Giants versus 235 by the Saints. Of course, you look at the rushing yards, big difference there. We would have stuck with it to a degree. 170 on the ground from the Saints. Very rarely do we lose games like once when we rush for this amount of yardage. Very rarely do we lose contests like that. 170 on the ground by the Saints at 39 attempts per carry, 4.4 yards per carry, 39 attempts on the game. 83 rushing yards for the Giants in this thing. And the penalties, 3 penalties for 25 yards, 5 against the Saints, 5 for 35. And of course, the referees gave gave the Giants a touchdown that wasn't a touchdown. So that was some help right there. And of course, then they threw a holding penalty after the referee watched that the Saints man was freed open. He threw a penalty to steal that touchdown off the board from the Saints. And then, of course, then we went up. Despite all of that, the Saints were up by 21-10 and then let this team get back into the game and win the game. They just imploded. That's all I can say. The rhythm of the offense just disappeared. The defense sunk into the earth to never return. They were humiliated on the back end. The Giants came along and stole the game from the Saints, tied it up, and then stole it from their ass in overtime. 37 time of possession minutes for the Saints versus 27. The numbers kind of mystified me to a degree. The numbers really got my head buzzing. Okay, how do you run for 170 yards on a team, control the clock at 37 minutes of a 60-minute game, and then you still come up short
Well, what happened? How's that happen? Because the defense gives up big chunk plays that help their offense stay in it while providing soft-ass defensive play against the team, non-existent blitzes, totally ridiculous game plan on the defensive side of the ball toward the back end of the game, where Dennis Allen just became super soft and refused to send extra blitzes in there to knock whatever his name is, Daniel. I can't think of the damn man right now. I'm so pissed at this. But Jones, you'd be able to beat him. And about time they wanted to start blitzing, which they didn't. He was able to, he already had a rhythm going with everybody in there. He was already throwing the ball underbaited. He stood there in that pocket, and the Giants' ragged ass offensive line kept the Saints off of them while he stood tall in the pocket and got a repartee with his wide receivers. And even Saquon, who was pretty much non-existent to a fault, was able to get in there and make things happen because the Saints simply just disintegrated mentally. It was ridiculous watching the Saints go up. And then next thing you know, I don't know what Lattimore looking at. What the hell is he looking at? You got Saquon Barkley in front of you. Who you looking for? Somebody else to come and cover him? He runs past him and then runs past Marcus Williams, the landslide of defense, and then gets a touchdown right there. And then it was all downhill. Now we're gonna open up the family members. We're gonna bring them into this after. Let me get through the rest of these statistics, man. But my goodness, very rarely do the Saints run for 170 yards and turn around and lose the game like this to the Giants of all people. And of course, as you can see right here, Jameis Winston was 17 of 23 for 226, almost 2 yards, 10 yards per throw, which is respectable. He had a touchdown, no sacks, a rating of 71.2, 119.1. For famous Jameis. Taysom Hill was 2 of 3 for 9 and a pick in the matchup, trying to throw the ball in the game. And then Melvin Kamara, 120 yards rushing in the game, off of 26 carries, running really angry, 4.6 yards per carry. And then Taysom Hill had 6 carries for 28 yards, 4.7. He had the 2 touchdowns there in the matchup. Then, of course, we did get some good numbers, some good couple of strikes from Marquez Callaway. Downfield, open up stuff. Deontay Harris got going, 5 catches, 42 for 52 yards in the game. Ty Montgomery made some catches as well as Taysom. Jawan Johnson had a touchdown, the only receiving touchdown of the day. Chris Hogan had a couple of catches to keep the offense flowing. Kenny Stills had that touchdown that was pulled back from him by the referees. And, of course, Jenkins led the day. Him and Pete Werner were the only Saints in double digits as far as tackles concerned, as Jenkins finished with 12 tackles and 10 for Werner. DeMario and Marcus Williams brought up the rear, 7 and 7 for both of those guys. Saints go down 27-21 to the winless Giants, who got a W off the Saints in their building. This kind of stuff that ain't really supposed to happen, but this is the NFL. You either come to play or get your ass handed to you. And the Saints once again got it handed to them. Green Bay game, win. Carolina game, bad loss. Third game, they come out and they win, and then a bad loss again. Is this how it's going to be? I mean, didn't we hear this shit? We got to do better in the Carolina game when the offensive line didn't show up. But when you go, it's different. When you have the lead, can you instill killer instinct, or is this something that we're looking at down the line about the killer instinct of this team, man? That's the bottom line. This team lacked killer instinct to put this winless team away, and it's terrible. Anyway, let's get into it, man. In this one, we're gonna bring in Suede on the line. We're gonna bring in DC as well to the stream. All right, fam. DC and Suede, welcome to the stream, my brothers.
Whoa, what's up, Big Q?
Whoa, the phrase for the day is "Who that?" and "Who was that?" What was that?
What's up, Great Saints?
What's going on, DC?
What's happening, Suede? I see you, baby.
All right, bro.
Well, we're gonna start. Suede, we'll start with you first. Welcome to the panel, and then after the brothers, after Suede and
no, let DC go first. Let DC go first. I've been waiting to hear what he got to say.
All right. Well, there you go, DC. Thoughts on the team?
Man, I'm gonna let you know one thing. You always mess with me on here, Q. We got the thing for the Pelicans. I'm Bob Marley everywhere, and I'm damage control, right? Well, I ain't got shit to control this damage, bro. It was mind-boggling today, bro. Just looking at it and talking about it. I mean, some people gonna say Winston wasn't good enough, or they're gonna find a way to throw his name in the hat. But I was completely baffled by some of the calls from our coach. I didn't think the offense played horribly, but just I didn't understand why we were so. It's almost like we playing preseason offense or something, man. Like we playing to not lose.
We're lackluster.
Yeah, like when we did take chances, we was having an excellent run game, and we would call some play actions and stuff. And you know, when they let Jameis throw, I thought he did pretty well. You know what I mean? And I understood that, you know, we wanted to kind of salt the clock out, but it's at a certain point. I never thought I would say this about Sean Payton, but was he almost too confident in the defense that was playing horrible today? You know, not putting it all on him because there ain't no excuse for the way that defense played, man. I couldn't believe how we turned into the 2016, 2015 Saints, like, for this game, man.
Damn.
I don't know. It's very weird, bro. Paulson the Debo, I thought they tried to target him and pick on him a lot. And you know, they got some plays on him, and I think Dennis Green just overreacted after they had that play with Ross, and
Dennis
then they had
Green or Allen?
not Allen, Dennis Allen.
We know who we thought they were.
For real, right? But I think he overreacted, man. After they got a couple of them bombs or a couple of deep shots, and then they went to that zone heavy coverage, bro. And man, them people was picking that shit apart. It didn't even look like we had a defense once we started doing zone everything, man. I was upset, bro. You know, I was very, very let down because this was a very winnable game, bro. We had this game in the bag, man. We had the people 21-10 with an opportunity to go up to 28. You know, and then I'm looking at the play when Jameis, man, this man called a play action, throws a perfect pass and get a touchdown. Okay, it was holding, you know, whatever. Okay. Then Sean Payton go back and he called the same goddamn play with Taysom Hill and he throw a pick. Like, the fuck is that? Well, matter of fact, if Jameis just threw a nice ball like that, he was open, yeah. But I'm saying, like, but Sway, it's too cute, bro. It's too cute.
Yeah.
Like, Jameis was playing well, and he did that. If you want to do it again with Jameis. Like, what you gonna throw Taysom in Hill and you're trying to overthink shit and I want to do it again, so I'm gonna put Taysom in, and they gonna think he gonna run, and then I'm gonna throw the play action and do the same play. And he did get him open, but come on, man, we all know Taysom Hill, when he throw them deep balls, he about to throw that bit 5-yard shot every time. And then you throwing it up with Devontae Harris. You want to throw a jump ball with Devontae Harris? Come on, man.
Right, Devontae Harris like 4'5".
Man, you supposed to throw that shit all the way to the end zone. If he get it, you know what I mean? He get it. If he don't, okay, cool. But he ain't Michael Thomas. You can't throw that shit you was throwing to Emmanuel Sanders. If you can't reach that far, then you need to run or something. But man, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand us getting that delayed game. I didn't understand the challenge that coach did. Like, I knew they wasn't gonna get that challenge. You know what I mean? It was just so many things, man. I was like, man, what's going on with coach today? I didn't think he coached a real good game. And then the fact that he refused to open up the playbook, man, to try to get a little more active when we saw the defense was having trouble to kind of burn these people out, bro. Because we could have put them out, man. We tried to salt away the win, and the defense wasn't really on it like that today. At least in the second half, I thought they did okay in the first half.
Yeah, DC, this was disappointing on so many levels because the team they had the lead. They had them defeated 21-10, and then they just died. The offense died. The defense, which was playing lights out for pretty much this entire season, even in the Carolina game, died. And of course, Sean Payton was relying on the defense to hold up the Giants' offense, but the defense simply wasn't there. Dennis Allen's play calling in this one was suspect. Where was those heavy blitzes to knock Daniel Jones on his ass? And he got what he wanted. The guy, he stood in the pocket, strong and tall. He gathered a connection with his wide receivers early on while the Saints played in a lot of soft-ass coverage. And then when it came down to it, not one sack on the day. 0 sacks by the Saints defense today up in this one. 0 sacks, and the only turnover they had was an interception that Jones threw to end the first half. So, I mean, this was this. And then in the crutch of the moment, the defense did well up into 3.5 quarters when they just collapsed and disappeared, allowing touchdowns and plays to happen on the back end. Even the unforgivable touchdown drive that they had in playoffs. I mean, in the overtime period, that took it, that put the game over, and didn't even give the offense a chance to respond. And had Jameis even got out there, I don't know if they would have been able to respond to that anyway, the way the offense was looking, all disjointed and stuff. So we're going to come to you, Sway. Go ahead and what's your thoughts on it?
Well, man, well, put it like this. If the Saints would have won this game, we would have had maybe no complaints, pretty much. We've been kind of halfway talking about how bad some play calls were and the throw by Winston. Am I disappointed? Should we have won this game? Definitely. I think the biggest fall that we had today was those two big plays that were given up that Ross made and that Barkley made. And I think that second one from Barkley is what deflated our defense. And they looked like they were done, like they had no more energy, they had no more goal. You know, it was just they just looked confused out there after that. And that's pretty much that's what it was. I talked to Q before the game, and I said, just keep in mind that the offense will get better once Eric McCoy comes back. And the reason I told Q that was because before, Drew Brees used to give blocking assignments when he got to the line. Well, when Drew left, it was Eric McCoy giving the blocking assignments. So once he got injured, there's no one to give blocking assignments. Ruiz is not a professional at that. And Winston has not learned to be too efficient at doing that as well. So it's hard to kind of, get those blockers where they need to be when people are rushing the quarterback. That's one problem. Was Sean Payton too cute? He was. Definitely with that Taysom call. Taysom arm is not like Winston's. Keep Taysom in there. That would have been automatic touchdown to Deontay Harris. The defense, bro, I think we kind of speechless. We kind of at a loss for words after this loss. But I mean, I'm not panicking. I've been a Saints fan. BC, that's before championship, and I'm still be yelling who that. AD, that's after Drew. So we rolling. Y'all calm down. Don't become them flip-flop Saints fans. You know, say, oh, y'all ready to get rid of Peyton and get rid of Winston. Just chill. Calm down. Don't jump off the ship. Don't say, what's that, Geronimo? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's just a disappointing loss. Hopefully we learn from this. From this loss, we can either build, learn, and become more aggressive, or we have some locker room problems and we fall apart. Knowing the Saints organization like I do for the past decade or so, they're going to take this, learn from it, and build. And the Washington Redskins and the rest of the teams after that are going to have some problems. I like the way Deontay Harris showed himself today. Good job. Winston actually saw his tight end today. Good. Thank you. I saw Kamara hustling like he always does. Jones looked good today. And I mean, they just had a bad day at work. Don't act like y'all never had bad days at work. Don't act like y'all ain't never went to work and screwed up. They had a bad day at work today. Huh? Trust the Peyton. What? Trust the doggone Peyton, man.
Hey, bro. I'm with you on stuff you were saying. I'm like, man, Sway giving a good goddamn breakdown, And then you get to the end, you talk about trust the Peyton. Man, what the hell is wrong with you, man? He was doing good, bro. Then he just threw trust the Peyton in there at the end, bro. What the hell?
Hey, man. Hey, TTP, baby. TTP.
Man, it's accountability over here, bro. You know how we rock, man. This the Saints, man.
Hey, I admit it. He did get a little cute. I admit
how
that.
you going to admit that and then turn around and say trust the Peyton?
I tell you what.
Yourself, brother.
Sway said they had a bad day at work. That's all it was, right, Sway? That's what you said.
It was just a bad day at work.
Man,
they had
a bad month at work, bro, or 3 weeks at work.
Well, we all had those. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, you believe in the man upstairs, right? You believe in the man upstairs, and things don't go right, but yet you still believe and you trust him. So trust the Peyton, man.
Sean Payton, the God.
I'm not comparing.
Is this what you're doing, Sway?
Yeah, I think I did do that. I think I did that.
That's not good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Just trust and believe, my
Man,
brothers.
look,
You believe that in Santa Claus.
I got trust in Sean Payton being our coach. I admit that. But when he ain't doing well, I'm not gonna trust that shit. Who you gonna trust, me or your eyes? I trust my goddamn eyes. I saw some bullshit out there today. Call it out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look at Belichick, bro.
Mr. Payton
Would you
was
say
on
he's
that
the
Henny.
greatest? Would you say Belichick is the greatest, if not one of the greatest coaches ever?
I would say he's one of, but when he do
Okay,
some dumb
so
shit, I'm not gonna be like, man,
right,
it
but
wasn't dumb. He did right because he one of the greatest
no,
coaches ever. No, that was stupid.
yeah, I agree. But I brought that up to say even the greatest make mistakes.
Right,
Even the greatest make mistakes. So I mean, accept it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have
right.
to like it, but
And
we just
guess
have to
what?
learn
Guess what
to
Sean
fix it and do
Payton?
better.
Guess what Sean Payton do? When they in
You'll
there
go right
watching
back and do the
film,
same thing.
when they in there watching film, and all of
Mm-hmm.
them making mistakes, he's sitting there with a microscope pointing all that shit out. So when he mess up,
Yeah.
he needs somebody to put the microscope on his ass. That's the problem. Nobody don't never tell him
Hold on. See?
when he
Hold
do
on. How you
wrong
figure that though? How you figure nobody don't tell Sean when he's wrong?
because of how you talking and how a bunch of other people be
Hold on.
talking.
What the hell? What you talking about, Willis?
You gotta trust the people.
I'm pretty sure there's people in the room that tell Sean Payton, like, look here, Sean, I don't believe you
So,
should have did this
so
play right here.
Sway. This what you'll do, bro. We find out Sean Payton running around acting crazy. He around there pissing in everybody cornflakes. And we're gonna put a bowl of cornflakes in front of you and say, Sean Payton been in this house. You know what you're gonna say? I trust the Payton. You gonna eat some damn cornflakes and hope he ain't
pissing my cornflakes.
Yeah.
He ain't pissing my cornflakes.
Sway, they
He ain't
said
pissing my
DC and Sway switching roles. It said Sway is damage control.
Damage control, baby.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
hold on, just a second. Sway, let me say something I need for my brother. Thank you. Much love to the Great Saint Think Tank and the Who Dat Nation. In this one, if you won't get on the show, the link is pinned to the chat. We're gonna be going very late to tonight. We'll return Monday and have some more reaction from you guys. But the link is in the chat for tonight's stream for you to pop up. Hit that link to pop on, and also hit the like button if you're not a subscriber. Hit the hell out the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well in the stream, and feel free to also share the link on your social media feed. It helps out. Thank you, Hoodie, for it. He says, what your and DC thoughts on Jameis? He said he thinks A+. Thank you for the super chat there, my friend. Hoodie.
You can answer that first, bro, because I didn't took the mic away from me after you said trust the Payton, bro.
No, never, brother.
Right.
Never. Yo, but what I think about Jameis, I think Jameis, he's doing a pretty good job, man. No interceptions. I think he definitely has some work. Like I told you about the Green Bay game, and everybody was up and said, "Yo, Jameis is." I said, "Yo, he did a good job," but I'm seeing a lot of throws that can be fixed, and he did a couple of those throws today, and he's done it repeatedly where it's too short or it's overthrown. You know, which no one's perfect. No one's perfect, and it just takes a process. It takes time. Like we all know, Drew wasn't cold when he first got here. He wasn't the man, but it takes time, to build. So I still believe in Winston. He can still get the job done, and he just has to work on his decision making and his accuracy. But I think and he needs to get that ball out of his hands like more faster. And, I mean, that's. Yeah.
Go ahead and say what you got to say, Sway. What you say?
Trust the Payton.
We talking about Winston, though, dog.
I'm sorry.
That boy got Tourette's for Sean Payton, man. What the hell?
Yeah.
DC, go ahead, bro, and then we're gonna let the family members chime in.
Okay, man. I thought Jameis did good. I wouldn't say great. You know what I mean? I thought he was good, but I still think when we watch the media, everybody's gonna find a way to say something bad about Jameis or Sean Payton not trusting him, or that's why he won't open the offense up. You're gonna hear all of that stuff. But I think it's Sean Payton is trying to build positive habits with him and getting him to not. He knows he can unleash him and he gonna make some plays and do some stuff, but he trying to coach the turnovers out of him. So he's trying to get Jameis in a routine to where he doesn't make a lot of those just throw it up plays, especially without Michael
Correct.
Thomas out there. You know what I mean? So I think he did well band the circumstances. He made some mistakes today. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he holds on to the ball at times. He's starting to find people now when he holding on to the balls. I've seen him scramble out the pocket a couple of times, make some plays, and some of
Get the
them that
tight
he
end.
didn't. Yeah, some of them that he didn't make, they dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? Or he
Right.
skipped a few passes too low. You know, but outside of that,
Right.
I thought he was doing good, man. And I really was mad at your guy when he got
Who's my
into
guy?
Trust the Pig. He got
Oh, okay.
into a little groove, man, and you know he had things going, and you know he was what do you think it was? He was on a streak of no incompleted passes and all of that, and that's when we had all of that situation happen with Taysom Hill, bro. And I think we got a little too Taysom Hill cute at times, even though I liked what I saw from Taysom, especially in the red
Right.
zone. But I just think
Hey, can I
he
can I
kind
say
of
something right quick,
broke
Tim?
up his rhythm with that, man, and he could have
Exactly.
stuck with Jameis, man, and let him ride that out and maybe open it up a little bit. He was getting comfortable, you know what I mean? And then Sean Payton just kept throwing Taysom Hill in there. I don't think that the
Right.
timing of that wasn't great
Right.
every time, but it did reap a lot of benefits. So I can't beat Sean Payton up about that because Taysom Hill, when he got
But
in
at
that
the
red
same
zone, he's
time,
terrorizing their ass.
he let Winston get cold. He didn't keep him on a rhythm. You know what I'm saying, D? He
Right.
didn't. He taking him in and out. It kind of bothers a quarterback a little bit, you know. And he should have kept him in while he was hot. But like you said, we did reap some benefits off of it, so we can't complain. But I just feel, you got to, if he's on a roll, if he's on the street, let him stay in.
Man,
And
after Jameis made that play, bro, where he threw it to Deontay Harris and dropped that pass like on a dime, bro. I know they called it back. Once I seen him make that throw, I'm like, oh, all right. Like he comfortable out
uh-huh,
there. And the next
uh-huh,
play, Sean Payton take him out the game. I don't understand that shit, bro.
right,
Well,
right.
yeah.
I don't understand that. The timing of it. You know what I mean? Not that is I hate the Taysom Hill package. I love the Taysom Hill package. I just don't understand how we decide
But
to do that sometimes. It don't make
but
sense to me.
we cried for that last game. It was like we want to see Taysom throw the ball. We did
But
say
see,
that as the
well,
but I
I'm
know
about
you
to
saying
bring
the
a little bit.
timing.
I'm about to bring a little bit of the Pelican stuff in here. We watched this with a coach on the Pelicans, where everything was a day late and $1 million short. Like you doing shit based off of last game, this game, and you don't need to do that. Like you know what I'm saying? That was last game. That was not really last game. It was really the Carolina game. Carolina game, the offense was horrible. Yeah, by all means. We need a spark. And Taysom giving us a spark. Man, keep Taysom ass out there. This game, Jameis ain't doing shit. He looked horrible against Carolina. But when Jameis looking good, now I'm gonna overdo the Taysom. Like I don't get that. Like read the room. You know what I mean? Like it's
I
simple,
got
man.
Yeah. Let's go
you.
into go ahead, Sway. One quick thing, and I'm gonna bring the
No,
family members.
no. Go ahead. Get the family members in here.
You had something to say it now, bro. If you had you want
I
to add
won't
it
say
to
it in front of the family. Ain't nothing I'm gonna say. I
Oh,
can't say in front of the family
we got an
member.
intervention going on here. All right.
All
Yeah,
right, so
bring the family members in.
all right, we got a great panel coming in. We got Brother Dave. We're gonna bring in K. Scott, Tyrese, Trey Joseph. We got Hoodie, Uncle Paulie, and Big Sean all in the panel. So we're gonna bring all y'all in at the same time, and we're gonna go in that order, fam. All right. So
You right,
welcome to the panel.
985 live. Well, that's a big if, baby.
Welcome on in, family. Appreciate y'all being in the panel. Much love to y'all. Who that to y'all? Hope I'm sorry we're meeting under these circumstances. I was hoping that it'd be a win that we all celebrate, but no, not tonight. Sometimes the losses bring us closer together to look at the positive side of this thing. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome the family members in, and we're gonna start with you, David. What's your thoughts on the game, bro?
It was very disappointing.
He sounds
Earlier.
disappointed.
Come on, man. We ain't the end of the world, brother. We're gonna be all right.
Feel like somebody died.
I know.
Hey, don't talk over the brother. Don't talk over the brother.
I knew my Saints, man. It's like when it got to the fourth quarter, I already knew what was going to happen. I sat in here and I was talking to my cousin. I said, if they score 3 points and tie this game up, I said we're gonna lose because I know what this defense does in the fourth quarter, man. I mean, I just every time it's like I can't. To be honest with you, as far as with the offense, you know, Jameis did well, but I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I don't know if Sean Payton what he's waiting on to like open up some stuff for Jameis because it's like he played conservative today, man. Yeah, the run game was working. That's fine and dandy, but at some point, man, we got to listen. Spread the offense out and let's get some one-on-ones. Instead of having Johnson playing tight end, let this man play receiver as he supposed to be. He's a 6'4", almost 6'4", 6'5" receiver. Let him play as receiver. But man, I was frustrated today, man.
I know. I feel you.
Thank you, brother David. We're gonna go to K. Scott next. Brother Scott, you on here?
Yes, sir, bro. What's going on, my brothers? How y'all doing, man? Glad to hear
y'all. What's up, Rev? What's up, Reverend Scott, baby?
Oh yeah, you know, I gotta get into you. You know, I gotta talk to old Black Suede right here.
He about to lay into me. Here you go.
The Peyton representative apologist over here. You know, I gotta talk to him for a little second. You know what I'm saying? But
lay into me.
Get them together, Rev.
Let me tell you something. Me and my partner, we both from New Orleans. We were over there. We know we live in Atlanta now, so we was at the sports bar at little so-called Falcon headquarters. I said the only good thing about that is watching y'all ass lose in the very last second. That's the only joy I enjoy this game. Watch all the Falcon fans cheer and watch them get quiet like crickets. That was a beautiful thing. That was the only good thing about the day. Like you said, I was listening with my earbud in here to Q, and I was agreeing every day with you, bro. Look, and you too, DC. It seemed like when Jameis got on rhythm, you hurry up and chase him in there. It's like you micromanaging him. Let that boy play quarterback. Let him do what he do. If he fucks up, he is smart enough. He been learning. He been learning behind you and Drew Brees. Let him make a mistake because if he can feel like he ain't got so much pressure on his back, he gonna do his thing. Trust me, he knows. Like I told you last time, he knows that. And him being a black quarterback, already got let go from the team. He already on thin ice. He already know that opportunities for him is not going to be that long. So don't make it worse for us to put even extra pressure on his back. Let that boy play his game. And that bullshit, I'm with you, Q. I ain't want to talk today either, but that bullshit, when they took away that touchdown, I said, bro, this is the most bullshit-ass call. It seemed like they hate us more at home. The referee hate us more at home than on the road. On the road, we don't get ugly calls like that, but at home, we get all the stupid calls. It's ridiculous. Yeah. And I love you, David, but I truly like to keep Juwan Johnson as tight end.
Tight end.
He is a mismatch problem.
Yeah,
you see how Las Vegas is doing that the thing with their tight end. Juwan Johnson could be the same way. So keep him as tight end. He could be a better version. He could be a better version of who's that boy with Jimmy Graham. He could be a better version of Jimmy Graham if we let that boy James Winston and him grow a connection. Because the last game, you even see him play hardly. He probably came in for a couple of snaps. So I said, hold on. The first game he goes 2 touchdowns. Second game you didn't see none. The third game you hardly see him. But the fourth game you're gonna throw him out again. That's Sean Payton not showing consistency. If you see something work, keep rolling with it. Stop changing this shit every game. You can change your play, but don't change the chemistry that's playing right now, because the chemistry that's gonna build up the team. Because when the starters come back, Michael Thompson, Oyemade, all the boys start coming back. Now you really gonna be up shit creek, because now where you gonna fit them in it? Let him build a chemistry with the people he got on the field right now before your real starters come back. You know what I'm saying? But we might have a hard time with Washington. Washington defense not no joke. I hope our offense. I hope Will Clark come back. I hope your boy, who the center. I hope he come back. Yeah, I hope all of our center. I hope our starting line come back, because if our line can come back healthy, we have a better chance of winning. But we need that offensive line to play a lot better because even though James Winston did a good job, still a couple of times that defense came in and rushed them on some major plays. Lucky enough, he was able to scramble and make some decent plays, but that offensive line got stepped up twofold, baby.
All right, thank you, K. Scott, for that. Well said, bro. Let's go to brother. Let's
Like
go
I,
to Tyrese.
like I said, Kate. Once Eric McCoy come back, it'll be a whole different line.
I'll be you.
Tyrese, can you hear me? Tyrese?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you on here?
Tyrese, why you won't act like that?
Act like what? What you talking about?
That's all right. That's all right. Act like that.
Go ahead, Tyrese.
Oh, that's dirty.
I had walked away, man. I had went to the refrigerator.
What's your thoughts on the game, brother Tyrese?
As long as you wasn't crying, bro, it's all right.
Oh man, stop!
I was crying in that overtime when the defense failed us yet again when we needed them. I cried.
Oh, bro.
I did too, bro. I wanted to.
Defense played okay. They definitely not a top 5 defense. Losing to the New York Giants about.
Ooh, who hit the wrong button? Who hit the X button?
Whoa.
Don't talk about our defense, bro. Hold on.
That's a soul spot right there, bro.
After losing to the New York Giants.
Wait,
come on,
Giants
man.
Is not a bad.
They
Giants is not a
stop
horrible
Daniel
team.
Jones.
The Giants not a horrible team like you think they are.
Look, they got their. Well, look, let me say this.
Tasha's saying she can't hear you, and a lot of people saying, "Listen, they love the panel, but we can't talk over each other. Nobody's being heard. So let's just go one at a time." Tyrese, go ahead and finish your thought, brother.
All right, let's.
Thank you, Tasha.
Look, man, like a contract, rules are subject to change, but for the most part, this New Orleans defense is top 5, especially after the performance today. That's my opinion. Of course, the defense will get better as time goes on. I didn't like how they put Taysom Hill in certain plays, especially that interception. I don't know what it was. My excuse for him was that he got hit. Other people say that he underthrew the ball and punted it. They definitely should have ran the ball more, man. They had a 2-score game, and you got Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara competing for angriest runner, and these guys are getting at least 5 yards plus every time they run the ball. For the offense to just go down in flames during the fourth quarter, that was really sad to see. And Washington is going to be a hard game for the defense because Troy Heineke, he's a playmaker, and that front seven is getting better with Washington D-line. So hopefully all things shake well for that. But regarding the defense, man, this defense is not top 5. Sorry.
Well, they didn't play that way today.
No apology. No apologize.
We don't know what they gonna be, bro.
Well, I gotta say that it wasn't aggressive. Wasn't the aggressive blitzing defense that I was expecting for them to have against Daniel Jones. They were not aggressive enough. They didn't rattle his cage nearly enough. They were sending 4 guys every now and again. They'll shoot a 5th guy in there. It's just wasn't enough for me to rattle him. He was comfortable.
And
no pressure either. Cam Jordan wasn't even there. Nobody.
0 sacks.
Right. But before you say they're not top 5, man, you got to consider what's going on too. You still got David Oyemanu who not out there.
Quan Alexander.
Quan Alexander not out
there.
there.
I think Quan's an X factor. I got
Davenport is an X factor too.
Davenport
that we don't like. We mad because he always get hurt. But when they look like how they look against Green Bay, at least 2 of them 3 guys I just named was out there. So when you get them back, they gonna look.
Well, they gave the Patriots hell.
They gonna look different.
And the Patriots are way better team than the Giants.
And I want y'all to notice. I want y'all to notice something too. We ain't getting no sacks today, but I did see at times some pressure, right? But when Peyton Turner got hurt and went down, I saw no pressure no more. None.
Facts.
So what did I tell you about Cam Jordan then?
Cam Jordan is he's taking a step back.
Double and triple at sometimes. You see, they chipping them in over to everything. They're gonna neutralize Cam until he beat somebody else. So, but like I was saying about that whole
Cam still he used beat all that.
But listen, DC, this is what I was saying about the verbiage that they were saying about he wants to stay clean. There's no such thing. I don't know where you get that shit from.
But that's the one thing I got the problem with Cam Jordan.
Man, you can't do him that, Q. That boy was Birdman today. He was getting the stun on, son.
Hold on. When I say, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got to do that. If you're going to give him opportunities, you got to move him around on the line so you can get opportunities. So, but Cam is effort, man, but they're going to double him down, chip him sometimes, and say somebody else need to beat him. Where was Granderson today? That should be another question. Where the hell was Granderson? So, I mean,
something else that bothered me when your boy caught the touchdown and fumbled it into the end zone. They allowed him to get up and recover recover the freaking fumble, dude. And you had two Saints back there, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, right, that disturbed me. Where was the hustle? Where was the awareness? Like, come on, man.
You know, so I think they thought it was an incomplete pass. That's why they didn't react. They didn't react fast enough on that ball because they thought that ball was incomplete.
That don't matter. The top 5 defenses, you know what they do after every play? They go get the ball, even if it was incomplete.
That's true.
They wait for the whistle.
They go get the ball. Period. Even with the whistle, they still go get the ball, man.
Hey, I want to ask a question.
What happened? Just a second, bro. Let's get back to the order. We got a little sporadic, right? They still got other fellas that ain't given opportunity to throw their suggestion. All right, we're gonna come back around that. But Trey Joseph, go ahead. You got the floor, and then we got Hoodie, Uncle Paul, and Big Sean.
All right,
trust the Peyton.
I got. You already know, Sweet. I'm not about that. Subscribing to that mindset. Like it's a no for me. I'm sorry. Like
okay.
I watched Sean Payton do some foolish things. Like that challenge was very foolish. I don't know why he called that.
Yes.
And then taking the delay of game penalty and not calling a timeout on that 3rd and 2 was also very foolish. I was disappointed in that. Like I've watched my coach regress. And it's hurting me. It's hurting watching this. Like it's like watching it sinks the Titanic.
Clutch my pearls.
It's so like I'm waiting to really blast off on him until we get at full strength with all of our 6 starters like in their slots where he envisioned them to be. After that, if we start looking like this still, it's over for Sean Payton, bro. I'm giving him the business.
What? Oh my gosh!
You better say that.
Hello, what the hell is this?
You tell the truth though.
And I
y'all really think Sean Payton is digressing
in the red zone? See him calling that Taysom Hill package in the middle of the field is retarded. He's not supposed to be doing that. Only in the red zone is it unstoppable because you don't know if he can throw it. He can throw it 10 yards accurately, and people respect that. But they're not respecting his deep ball skills, as proven Exhibit A when he threw that pick, and it hurt us. Instead of just letting Jameis do Jameis and let Jameis do Jameis, we should not have did that play. After we missed it, we should just went back to a run play, straight run play. Kamara was killing them. Now
Can I interject right quick? I mean, they wouldn't even have had expected it.
They had no faith, and I had no faith in them stopping Alvin Kamara.
I feel. Right. I mean, it's definitely a fact that Peyton did make a lot of bumbling calls. I definitely agree with that. You know, but it was not a lot, but some of the plays were due to some of the players. You know, they just weren't playing with energy. You know, so it was like you could point a finger all around and to many different people on this loss right here, sir. But I would never say my coach is digressing and that what? I tell you what, Sean Payton had 2 7-9.
What game was he watching?
I'm just saying he had 2 7-9 seasons straight. He had 3, but he had 2 straight.
So what you trying to tell us? He do for another one, Sway? That's what you're doing?
Listen, I see. My thing is, it had a lot of predictability with some of the play calls, man. To be honest with you, it wasn't the most crisp and clean game I've seen Coach Payton call. To be quite honest with you, it was very predictable. You know, with the Taysom Hill stuff, and then I was glad to see Taysom throw the ball, but boy, did he woefully underthrow Deontay Harris. If he could have hung that ball out there like he was supposed to, he would have ran past that. It wouldn't have been touched. That was a layup, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna come around the Hoodie. The floor is yours, my brother.
I wouldn't say he regressed overall as a coach, though. I think that's a little harsh.
I'm sorry, Hoodie.
That's just how I feel, man.
Horrible.
Like he's regressing. Like some of the stuff.
GC, I'm sorry, Hoodie. But go ahead, Hoodie. It's on you, bro. You got the floor.
Alrighty, but I just want to tell everybody, and I want to basically get on this topic because the question I just asked you literally about Jameis Winston, and I said I give him an A+, and this is what I want to talk about. I hate seeing it in the comments. I hate hearing people talk about it. Oh, we need to get rid of Jameis. He sucks. Today's performance was a C+, or C or a D, and I'm like, y'all are stupid because this is why I say you stupid. How the hell are you gonna go 17 completions and 20 off of 23 attempts? So he only missed 6 passes in the game. The man had 1 touchdown, and every time we got downfield in the red zone, what they did, they put Taysom in, took the touchdown. But see, if they didn't do that, and let Jameis get the touchdown, y'all would be like, "Oh, that was an A+ game. He had 3 touchdowns." But no, he shares the ball with the team. And what made me mad was, and what I really love about Jameis, if you heard his damn press conference after the game, he says, "We're gonna get better," and he says, "I got to get better." You didn't have to get better, my dude. You look good on the field. That's not your damn fault. And I said, that's what you gotta like about him. He puts it on his shoulder, and he says, "I'm the man. I can take care of it. I'm the quarterback. If we didn't win, it's probably my fault." He can go perfect in the game, and he's still gonna blame it on himself. So that's what you gotta like him. I love his leadership. I love his talent. And I tell everybody, wait till this O-line gets healthy. Wait till you get your number 1 and your number 2 target back, and then see what he can do. And now, if he looks crap after that, then say something. But don't say nothing now when he's still looking good and he's not even turning the ball over.
Who that?
Thank you, Hoodie. Appreciate you.
Who was that?
Hoodie. Yeah. Hoodie dropping it. Hoodie dropping it, man.
Yes, sir.
Hoodie dropping that knowledge, baby.
To me.
Yeah, good call there, Hoodie. All right, we're going on to Uncle Paulie. Uncle Paulie, the great
Lord.
Here he comes, his story. Oh, Lord, he about to tell us something about 1988.
Y'all laughing, but this shit ain't funny. It really ain't funny. I see why Gail Benson wanna sell the team. She knows something up. She ain't fooling me. Don't jive me. Come on now. The play call today was comprised of 4 people: Carl Smith, Mo, Larry, and Curly. Who did they think they are to go out there and play like that? The Saints fans didn't go through all that COVID-19 testing, paying them high-ass prices in the dome for the food and the beer and the watered-down beer, and them to go out there and play something. Who do they think they are? I am pissed.
Carl Smith, Larry, Moore, and Curly. I'm laughing at Carl Smith. That's crazy.
Has never been the same since he got suspended. I'm going to say that until God tells me to quit saying it. He has never been the same. Why the hell would you go bring in Coach Chaney and Mike Martz and don't listen to a doggone thing they said? What was the point in all that? So I'm gonna let y'all answer that question.
You on to something there, Paulie, because I don't see their input nowhere in the offense.
That's true.
Be honest.
That is true.
Hello.
You don't know that.
I can't.
I'm gonna let that ride till y'all come back around. And play, don't start that trust the fake shit. I want to hear that shit tonight.
Hold on, fella, one at a time. Uncle Paulie Sway says you don't know that. You want to respond to that?
Sway, you must not have been watching the same game we was had to sit there and stuff. I want to vomit.
No, what I'm saying is you don't know that he's not taking advice from Mike Moss and whoever else.
Sean Payton is like a petulant child. You ask him where he going, he'll tell you where he been. I'm sick of his play calling. That's the problem. Don't nobody want to say it. I say it if he was sitting here. And he can get mad with the baker, the candlestick maker, and everybody else. He is the reason his offense is going backwards because he can't call no damn game to save his life. We got a Jekyll and Hyde Sean Payton. He'll call a good game one game, then he'll go back to his foosting. He'll call. No, we're gonna do this like Sean, like Q said earlier. If we're gonna really have to go through this year, playoffs we will not be making. I'm telling you, y'all can laugh if you want to.
Facts. That's facts.
What you want to do? You want to get rid of him?
Well, our receivers barely get open.
They be the only that put some fire under Sean Payton ass where he got somebody to answer to like Tom Benson. If Tom Benson was there, he'd be meeting Sean Payton in the morning. I'd love to see that meeting, boy. So woo, Tom Benson didn't put up with that crap.
What you thought
do you want to get rid of the Payton? Oh, go ahead.
No, we need an owner that's going to take their play call away from Sean. He's done with that. Let somebody else call a play. I'm sick of that crap.
Hold on.
Man, who? P. Mark? P.
You let the offensive coordinator Coach Shady. Put Mike Marks on there as an offensive assistant. I bet you that offense
Mike
be
Marks. Man, stop the madness.
Hell no.
Do you want to get rid of Peyton?
Okay, well, Sean Payton came up with the greatest show on turf.
One at a time. Hold on. One at a time.
Ding, 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 ding.
One at a time. They can't hear you. We got Sean. Sean is the last on the panel. Sean, you on here, bro? Sean.
Oh.
I can't hear
Sean
you, Sean.
Carter.
Take that.
Sean. Take that.
I think Sean has mic problems. Pop out and pop back in, Sean. All right, so there you go on that one. But yeah, coming back around now that everybody had an opportunity. Anybody want to address that? You want to go ahead? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So who is this? Uncle Freddie?
No, Uncle. That's Uncle Paulie.
Uncle Paul.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to figure out who's uncle. You know, we got so many uncles, so I'm trying to figure out who is on here. But let me say, I know a lot of people. I know y'all hurting, right? I know y'all hurting because of the play calls and stuff like that. Okay, but at the end of the day, I can put you on the field and say, "Hey, go coach this offense. Let's see how much better you're gonna do." Right? Because somebody's gonna say, "Show me this. Prove me wrong." I'm gonna put you on the field and let you coach. See if you can do better. I'm telling you, Coach Song playing at the end of the day, the last 4 years, we won to them NFC South for a reason. So just hating on him for a few games. You got to realize he's so smart, he's going to outcoach himself sometimes. Just being honest.
That's cool and all, but I remember winning and losing in the playoffs. I remember that. I don't really care for those regular season wins. I remember me getting my heart broken when I was at work watching the Minnesota game, and I remember the Rams game. Unfortunately, the Zebras got in that one, but we still haven't been in that predicament. Like, should have been crushing.
What's up, Jerry? I can't wait to hear what Jerry got to say. Woo woo!
What's up, brother Jerry? Welcome to the show, OG.
Let it fly, Jerry. OG.
Fellas.
You got it, brother Jerry.
Fellas. I got nothing. To say.
Not you, brother Jerry.
What? Jerry ain't got nothing to say? I'm shocked. That means just like Willie ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, Jerry.
Willie.
I got nothing to say, man. All thing I know is we just got burnt in the fourth quarter. Everything was going fine, but we just collapsed. In the fourth quarter, everything was going fine. But
that's it.
Come on now, Jerry. You can say something about them Zebras now. Get on them Zebras.
Look, y'all covered. Listen, y'all covered everything that had to be said. I'm just listening.
Well, give us a positive. Give us something positive from the game.
Well, I was there at the game. That's positive.
Damn. They got quiet as hell and the crickets and everything around there.
Let me tell you something positive. I'll tell you something positive.
Hoodie say you got some. Go ahead, Hoodie. What you got positive, bro?
Look,
this is what was positive. Your boy Hoodie Juby was there with his 3 subscribers. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But y'all can be a lucky subscriber to go, and that'll be the best positive thing ever. So.
Gotcha. Shout out to Mr.
Hoodie. Jameis Winston was very positive today. I like how he was decisive with his throws.
That's right. Now Jerry.
Trey was saying something. Go ahead, Trey.
That Jameis Winston was the positive.
Look, we still got a long way to go.
He was decisive with his
Lord.
We got about what, 14 games left? No, 13 games left. BQ.
My Lord.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And I think Tampa Bay losing as we speak.
Listen.
Hey,
Latasha says, I feel like it's Big Q's fault. We lost every time he come up here confident. We always lose.
What? How they gonna blame you? You weren't calling the play there.
No. Somebody hit me with that in the live stream, the watch stream.
family
And
said,
he
"Hey,
roasted
Q,
him.
said, when you sit up there confident like that, we end up getting lost." I said, I said, listen, when them guys go out to play, I'm not impacting their play on the field. I wish I was, because all I'm channeling is, and I know Tasha just messing with me, but the only thing I'm channeling is like, and I told the other family member this. Listen, some of them guys do listen to the stream. But the reality is, only thing I'm talking is fundamentals. When I talk about running the ball and controlling the clock, that's
There wasn't
football
nothing fun about
fundamentals.
this.
Tell it, Q.
That's
They ain't
football
building
fundamentals.
spaceships.
But listen, it's 170-yard rushing performance today. That's a positive.
That's a great positive.
They controlled the clock. They put up 37 minutes of a 60 minutes game. That's a positive. The issue was that, at
The big
certain
plays.
moments of the team, those big plays, those chunk plays, the Saquon Barkley play, when he got behind and ran past Lattimore and Marcus Williams took that bad angle and tried to arm tackle Saquon Barkley, that's not going to work. And that's not going to work.
Hey, Big Q.
he was in cover too. Q, like they put him in a weird spot with that play.
I know, I seen that, but I'm saying still in all, that was the big chunk plays. One of the big chunk plays.
And it's another huge factor that
where was Malcolm Jenkins and CD Deuce? Where was they at? Oh, it wasn't no some shoddy tackling out there.
But he messed up too.
It's another big factor that we're all forgetting. And the reason why a lot of we went down to the past the 54 times and did not get on the board is because Sean Payton does not trust the kicker. So what's his name? Rosas, whatever the hell his name is. I nominate Lieutenant. I nominate Lieutenant Dan for our kicker.
It's pinned to the top.
Forrest Gump could do better than that.
Hell yeah.
Our kicker,
Well, we also got the positives too, where you can look at what people are saying is negatives, which are receivers. I think they're going to be great role playing receivers or additions to a Michael Thomas. So I think that actually looks good. You got Callaway. What's up, baby? You got Callaway that looked like he could be a little bit of a burner to us and do other stuff. Deontay Harris is actually
let them tell him he can't get separation.
He getting separation, man.
I agree.
Apparently,
Jameis don't want to pull a trigger on a lot of stuff because he trying to play conservative, like Peyton been telling him.
They don't want him to.
And Deontay Harris is actually our go-to guy. We people don't realize that, but when it's like third and we need it, who they going to? Deontay Harris.
right now. Yeah, that's true.
So you know what I mean. So and he's showing up. He's showing up too. So Jerry
want to say something.
Go ahead, Jerry. I'm at an open job to find something, bro. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to give y'all my positive thoughts. I ain't gonna be on here too long, but I just want to give y'all my thoughts and my positives before I get out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Listen. I know it's not a good day after a tough loss like that. I understand y'all's frustrations, and I was in the same boat too. But just wanted to tell y'all, man, just stay positive, y'all. I mean, just be happy. Just be happy that we are 2-2 and not 0-4. Because if we were 0-4, definitely the season would be over for us. So be happy that we are 2 wins or 2 losses and not 4 losses and no wins. Right. It's not the end.
Well, Jerry, we could be Falcons fans.
Hey, let's just make the best of it, y'all. Everybody just need to calm down.
That's it. Tell them, Jerry.
They keep on. They're gonna be bringing the bags out again. Keep on.
We got a bye week.
They gonna bring no bags out.
Then we got Tampa Bay. Let's make the best
of
it. Everybody just need to relax. That's all.
Last week I mentioned something like when we was talking about the game from last week with the Patriots, and I said that if there was any other quarterback than Matt Jones back there, we probably would have lost that game, or that game would have been close. And you see the difference between when you play an experienced quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They can. I mean,
Like
you got
Aaron
to give
Rodgers.
him credit. Yeah, I mean, but you got to give Jones. I mean, you got to give my man credit for the Giants, man. You know what I'm saying? He moved the ball. He did what he had to do. But we definitely got to step it up on defense, man. For real.
Hey, I want to say this, bro. And the defense play all right. I'm trying to figure out why the hell all that boy Roby is not on the field. Why the hell we keep?
Robert was out there today, man.
I didn't see him. Every big play that got toasted was on a Debo.
They're gonna try Debo. He's a rookie. I want them to try Debo so he can get
Debo
good.
started, but as he started to have issues, they start putting Robert out there.
But by the time they put him on there, it was already late. It was big gas plays. I'm talking about. I saw Galloway cook that boy several times. I said, "Oh my God, will you get him out of here, Lord? Is it starting to look like David or your boy?"
I ain't see Galloway cook him several times. I saw the play where Malcolm Jenkins missed the tackle and he missed the tackle too, and he was on him. He missed the tackle. You know what I mean? Right. They ain't gonna stop him from getting a completion every damn play. But
I know you ain't gonna stop getting completion, but a lot of times he couldn't make no stops on key third down plays.
It wasn't just him. What I saw when we went to the zone, they started eating up our zone because they discovered. Like, I don't even think they knew. I think they discovered themselves today that they had some guys that could beat people in space. Tony was the key that unlocked their offense and gave them confidence. Because when they figured out they could throw it in spots where we wasn't at, or we had guys not all the way on, and that guy could shift and make some guys missing stuff, that opened their whole offense up, man. And we changed our game plan.
So that sounds like our coaching. That sounds like our coaching right there, because we're not a zone team.
Exactly.
We're a bad coverage team.
Exactly.
Well, I got a question.
We left our
went
game
down.
plan.
That was
we
it.
was having some issues.
One at a time, fam. But yeah, you know what? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, David.
Why, for some reason, when we went into overtime and the Giants was moving the ball, especially before Saquon Barkley ran that touchdown, why didn't they call a timeout to give our defense a rest, like some type of break? Why didn't you use any timeouts? That's why I don't understand. Them boys was moving the ball down the field, and we was missing tackles and all that stuff. At that point, they should have been like, all right, let's call a timeout, get ourselves together, give y'all a breather. Let's get y'all heads in this thing. Let's try to hold these boys to 3 points. They ain't use no timeouts.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was a lot of this. Well, listen, the Saints, and to be fair, because that's what we do. 21-10. The Saints was up 21-10 on this team.
Exactly.
21-10. It really it started to fall out in the second half, and of course the Giants made an adjustment. The Saints didn't make an adjustment, and then it was over with. And the defense, like I said, we started missing tackles. We took some poorish angles. Wasn't playing high IQ football fast enough. Like, my thing was we didn't set the tone defensively enough to rattle Daniel Jones's cage. I wanted to rattle his cage. I wanted to knock him around. We didn't knock him around today. And let me emphasize the fact the Saints had no sacks today. Let me say that again. We did not get to him as often and early as that I wanted us to do. And that hurt us.
Do we even have any hurries?
Yeah.
You have a few hurries, but not you ain't have nearly enough for him to feel uncomfortable. He stood and tall in that pocket and threw passes. And Jones usually uses his legs. He felt so comfortable in the pocket. He stood in there and built that camaraderie with his wide receivers. You even see Evan Ingram in there catching passes. He usually drop a lot of stuff, which you see him drop one. But he also had a rhythm going in there too. And you're right about Kadarius Toney. He's phenomenal. He had some really big plays for them to keep the offense going. And Saquon Hampton stayed quiet just long enough.
Barkley.
You. So I say Hampton. Barkley. I keep saying Hampton because that's our old guy. But yeah, Barkley got going, man, and really hurt the Saints, man, with that strike touchdown, man. So, like I said, and then really the crutch, the really killer of it is we allowed 11 points in the fourth, and then the defense, which was always already real in the halftime, allowed the Giants to march the ball down the field for a touchdown, ending the game. That hurt.
Exactly.
Then that boy, they got the ball. That boy say, I'm heads. I'm all the way out here. I'm out here head first. And then they
Son,
won the
the boy
toss. He
said,
said,
"Fucking right, we
"Oh
want that
yeah, fucking right, we gonna win too." They let that happen, and then they marched down the field and scored a touchdown. That's embarrassing, bro. That's
In our own
embarrassing.
house.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with Sean Payton.
Yeah, Tony Jones was a big loss too.
All the offense.
Yep.
Yeah,
They took our pride, bro.
Hey, Big Q.
Pride, man.
Yeah, go ahead, Hood. Go ahead, bro.
I do want to add on to something that you said, though. I remember you said that we didn't get a sack on Daniel Jones, but we haven't given no credit. I know we don't have Armstead and we don't have McCoy, but you got to give credit to that O-line because Jameis didn't get sacked either. No team's got a sack today. And he got rushed a little bit, and we rushed Daniel Jones out the pocket, but he used his legs. Jameis used his legs, got out, got the passes, and that's what I tell people. I was like, we got to give credit to James Hurst and them who are subbing in right now because we didn't even get a sack on Jameis either, so.
Well said, Hoodie. And then on top of that, you give 170 yards. The offensive line helped the Saints rush for the day in the outing, and Jameis threw for over 220 yards in the touchdown. So you're right. The offensive line was good.
Another thing that I wanted to add on earlier when you said how you predicted, you were like, hey, we need to run the ball, right? Everybody says in the comments last week on your podcast when we were talking about it, and they said run the damn ball, and be a passing team second. And they said, oh, we need Jameis to ball out, right? And I told you earlier, they were saying he had a C+. We ran the damn ball. We had 170. Jameis had a good game. He had over 200 damn yards. And I told everybody, so how is it a C+? He protected the ball like you wanted to. He didn't draw an interception. He didn't fumble. He didn't take a sack. He did everything you needed him to do, and people are saying C+.
Because he didn't complete it every time he needed to on third down, bro. I guess that's it. That's the only thing I can see.
Well, listen, let me answer that to Hoodie because Hoodie, you're right. James did put in a good performance, but I'm thinking at the crutch moments of the game when you seen the Saints needed to get a score or move the offense, and of course Wade and DC alluded to this early in the stream about the fact that Coach Pate was mixing Taysom and Jameis in there. Could that possibly have disturbed his rhythm? It's quite possible. That does happen. That's a great point. Yes. But in the moments when we needed Jameis to perform, his body language, and I was calling, I was like, man, this don't look right at all. But it wasn't just Jameis's body language; it was the offense. It was like they were flowing and rolling. Then all of a sudden, they were like dead in the water. They couldn't get 2 yards to pick up another set of downs to keep the clock moving for them to go down there and score to put the game out of reach. At crucial moments of the game, we couldn't move it, and I think that's why people are pinpointing that moment because as the quarterback of the team. It's up to Jameis to wrangle everybody together. And if their countenance know if the energy levels is low, Jameis got to wrap them and point to them and talk to them and elevate to help them elevate their game plan to move the ball. But you're absolutely right. Jameis can't
do that if he's not comfortable.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
But with DC and them was saying like, hey, it can mess up his run. It is going to mess up your run because when you're a quarterback and you're not on the field for every single down, first, second, and third. So let's say Jameis, had one pass or not even a pass. They ran the ball. Then you put Taysom in for a fake pass or like a run. Then you put Jameis on one play. So that's one play in third down. How's it his fault if he only had one play on that drive? He didn't have 3 different times to pass it. You ran the ball, you put Taysom in. Now it's third down and boom, and now you're blaming Jameis for that one play. And you can't.
Yeah. Well, that a lot of people in Hoodie, a lot of people don't like Jameis. You know that already. Yeah. So any little thing he does is going to be magnified because they don't think Jameis is the rightful heir of this team.
I ain't never seen nobody get scrutinized on every goddamn pass.
And a lot of
every pass.
But the fair to the people, the Jameis naysayers. Let me tell you something. Speaking from a historical standpoint, remember Jameis comes from one of your rivals, and for 4 years, even though we beat the hell out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For those 7+ years that they didn't make the playoffs when Jameis was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Remember, Jameis was involved in underhanded shit against Saints players.
It was like 5 years.
No, man, it was like 7 years.
He's 26. That's
I'm talking about the Buccaneers, man.
Oh, all right.
And they ain't making the playoffs. So
when he hit Marshawn Lattimore upside the head.
There you go. You see, and that's to keep it fair. That when he pointed, when James wasn't even in the game, but he pointed Marshawn in the back of his helmet, that created that whole brawl. The stuff
that plays a factor in their energy
and a lot, right? Well, no, listen. What I'm saying is to the Jameis naysayers, why they still harboring dislike for Jameis because of the years that we played against him and some of the stuff that Jameis was doing against, like that fight, all that. There's still people that don't like Jameis, but I was one of those people that said I don't want that goddamn guy over here. He ain't the type of guy we want. But Jameis had to show me. A lot of people don't believe him. That he turned around his game plan. He did a lot of stuff that really impressed him. I was like, this ain't the same Tampa
disobey Jameis, in my opinion. And that's why I start saying, you know, I like this guy. I like how he talking, his spirituality, he got himself, his family, and all this kind of stuff in harmony. But that guy from Tampa Bay, I ain't want that son gun down here. I ain't gonna lie to you. But he had to ingratiate himself to the black and gold family. And a lot of people had not forgotten from that time.
How do you feel about him now, Q? Do you think he has room to progress and that he will progress?
He will
in this offense.
He will. He will.
Okay, then. Okay.
He will have success, and he's had a lot of success in it. But all of these losses is not totally on Jameis Winston. But he'll get the blame for some of these losses because he's the quarterback. Because if the offense is not flowing, they're gonna say, "Hey, man, what Jameis was doing," you know. And like I said, it's just he just has to show people. That's the bottom line. But as the team, he don't totally fully have a grasp on the Saints offense. How many times I say that? You got to go through Alvin Kamara, and they did it today. And you rushed for 170. He threw for 220, I think, and a touchdown, which was admirable. But in the end, it comes down to those moments in the game where you got to make a play. And at those moments in the game when we were supposed to end their attempts to win the game, we did not counter them, and they did what they wanted to do. That's how they end up winning today. Those games, those moments, you failed in those crucial moments when you needed to make a play, and they made the play over you, thus they deserved to win. How else do you explain a team scoring 11 points in the fourth quarter to tie it in overtime and then beat you defense to their offense in overtime to win the game, not even giving your offense a chance to score on that drive? How can you explain that?
And even with Jameis learning to become a better leader, you don't see him doing the before game chants like Breeze used to do. You know, riling his team up before they go into battle.
Demario Davis started doing that better than Drew Brees.
Yes, he did.
Come on now, no, that we can't use that.
Just kept running the ball.
But Jameis need to do that.
No, Demario Davis need to keep doing that because that's who the best at it.
Yeah, Demario's. We're not lacking for veteran leadership on this team, fam. We're not lacking for veteran leadership. That's what make the Saints a color above.
Like it is.
So when we do have these failings, like, listen, this hurts more so than like the Carolina game because you knew Carolina had some talent. This team, the Giants, didn't have it figured out. They would shoot themselves in the foot. They'll drop passes. They'll have turnovers. They did that today. The problem is the Saints did not capitalize in the moments that they were supposed to get the game out the way. For whatever reason it was, whatever you won't come up with, they failed to do it, and we got a loss. And then a winless ass team came in your building, in the black and gold building, and beat the Saints in our building. Or a winless team, and that spares a lot for a team with deep playoff aspirations. It says a lot. So,
I don't think we game planned enough to stop Saquon Barkley too. A lot of people not realizing that he probably been out of football action for the last 12 months or something, however long he got hurt and been missing. And I think we seriously underplayed his value in what he could do, and then stress that enough because that's the guy that killed us, man.
They did a good job at wrangling Saquon Barkley today. They did a good job. And then they don't take but one or two plays. Now, hold on now. Hold on, bro. When Saquon, the Saints had him pretty much in check. And then right before half, he had that 17-yard run that added to his run yardage. And then it was really until they started making the adjustment when they put Saquon out there as a wide receiver. And that's when you see him take off because he surprised the piss out of Ladder Daddy. He ran past Ladder Daddy like he was standing still because Ladder Daddy's too busy cheating, trying to peek in the backfield to see what's going on. And Barkley runs right
the
past
cover.
him.
That was the coverage. He was in the cover too, Q. He's covering the flats. Saquon went in and hit a slant and went the other direction. There wasn't where the other guy was at. The linebacker that's supposed to be right there.
The linebacker was supposed to. What
somebody
linebacker
was
talking about?
Somebody was supposed to be right there. He was supposed to cover the flats because they had.
That was a fly. He was great.
That was a fly play. He didn't run a post. He ran a fly.
That was a fly route.
Jerry, what you got, bro? I think Jerry trying to go. Go ahead, Jerry.
No. I just want to say, man. I appreciate y'all having me on here, but your boy about to hit it after a while. So it's been a long day on a Sunday, but I just want to come on here, man. Just want to encourage y'all, man. Just look, and everybody in the chat. I apologize for earlier for ranting and everything because I'm sure Big Q did the same thing, but I ran it too. But nothing major happened to Al, so no sweat about it.
It's all right, G. You got it
They
right to
saw the
be.
comments. I was like, I was putting down, slamming doors, breaking tables, and all that stuff. Nah, I wasn't doing that. I was just having some fun, man. But in reality, y'all, I just
God damn.
how much I love y'all, man. I just want to let y'all
We
know
love
how
you
much I
too,
love
brother.
y'all, man.
No, Q.
Say, bro, hold on. Paul.
Y'all know I got nothing but love for y'all, man. Especially to everybody in the chat. I got love for y'all too. It's all
Much love, man. Much
we
love.
laugh together, we cry together, we win together, we lose together. But at the end of the day, we all family. And
Yes, sir.
That's right. Now right now, and you're absolutely right. Now we about to fuss together because I done see a lot of these comments talking about Sean Payton full of shit and he ain't shit and it's his fault. Oh
I
yeah,
thought you was gonna talk about the comment where they said Jameis Winston grazed the titty. That's the one you went straight to Sean Payton.
I went straight to the Payton, man. Sean Payton holding us back.
Is Sway saying it's blasphemy?
Sway, Big Q.
You're right.
Let us where you at, Sway? Put that camera on, bro. We need to see your Peyton Jesus back there, bro.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Hey, I think Sway taking a bubble bath.
That's right.
Oh Lord.
Want some of this low soul.
Hey, Sway,
you put some sprinkles in the water?
With this, I use dishwashing liquid.
Dub, you got Dub, Sway? What you got, Dub?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Put some Palmolive up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm not gonna let y'all bang on my coach like that, bro. I'm not gonna. He made some mistakes. He had a bad day at work. Yeah, he did. But yo, this is like the top. It's like the top 3 coach in the NFL. Go ahead.
Just one question, Sway. Are you still in charge of the girls?
I am in charge of the girls. I am in charge of the Payton. Are you in charge of the Payton? I am in charge of the girls.
Oh no! Are you in charge?
I am in charge of the Payton.
But somebody might be talking about witnessing.
Sway, no, ask that question. In DC.
Hey, Big Q.
What's that?
Hey, a while back, you remember when I told Sway we had this conversation, and I said, you know, Sway said trust the Payton. He be believing in that juices and berry play calling, but ain't nothing but ultra perm.
That ain't nothing but ultra perm.
Ain't nothing but ultra perm. I like that. Don't be fooled by it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man, y'all ain't gonna be bashing on my dog.
But I tell you what, though. I want to say a quick word to the Hooded Jew, real quick.
Go ahead.
Hooded Jew, just want to let you know, man, I'm well pleased with what you're doing over there on your channel, bruh. Well, man, you already know you got love coming from me, bruh.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's love.
Yeah, man.
Not back to y'all bashing Sean Payton.
He's passionate about his Saints just like I am. So big up to you,
Mac Jones.
Big up to you, Alan, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, bro.
Let him finish, bro.
Thank you. But let me say something, because I know he said he's protecting his coach, right, Sean Payton. And I'm gonna protect my goddamn quarterback one last time, because I gotta say something. You know, I'm still heated about everybody saying crap, okay? But this is where I'm gonna end it off right here with Jameis Winston. At the end of the day, if you don't like him and you don't believe in him, don't fucking hop on when he brings us to our damn playoffs and shit. Don't be hopping on and be like, oh, Jameis look good now. Don't be hopping on. You better be on here. If you're a true Saints fan, you're gonna like whoever the damn quarterback is at the end of the day.
All right.
And then the other thing that you tell the man, let's run the ball. We ran the damn ball. Protect the ball. He protected the damn ball. Get over 200 yards. He got the 200 yards. He did whatever he could, and you don't like him. But guess what? He's got one of the greatest leadership right now. Why? He says, I'm going to put it on my back. I'm going to get better. He couldn't do anything better. Oh, he could have got the third down conversion. Okay, yeah, off of one play, because they're going to take him in on second down, run the ball with Kamara on first down. So he's got one down to try to get a first down. And not every quarterback's going to get it every time on third down. But I do remember a guy named Saints01 who did a study on Jameis, and what he said, he's number one in the league. Yeah, the guy
third down completion. You're right.
He's number one in third down since 2015. So one completion is not going to hurt him. So I need everybody to stop hating on this man, believe in him, and if you don't believe him, don't jump on the bandwagon when we killing it. So
I'm with you,
please
bro.
don't, because you know they will.
All right, Hoodie.
We protecting that.
Hoodie gonna put that hood down and come get y'all, man. Y'all better quit playing.
Yeah, man.
What you talking about?
All right.
The man named Hoodie Jew, bro. You gonna put his hood down, bro. Come get him.
Oh my goodness! I'm kind of confused about that one. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, I know.
DC, what the hell you talking about?
Much love to all.
I just explained it. Jerry saying goodbye. Shut up.
Jerry talking. Go ahead on, Jerry.
Go ahead, Jerry. Say, man, once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, I'm here. Just want to say shout
Still
out
love us, huh, Jerry?
Chat, to all the TSC kings and queens. I mean, much love to y'all here in the panel. Much love to y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all. I love you all so much. And ain't nothing we can do about it. We're gonna get better.
That's all right.
Just gonna take it one game at a time. I promise you that. I promise.
All right, Jerry. Hey, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
You need to put an application in with Coach Willie, bro, because you got a lot of love, man. I'm sure he could use you on that.
He'll run Jerry off. Willie run Jerry off. Willie be like,
no,
Willie love.
We love you too, brother. Though
it's a limit, and Willie man is gonna be pushing it. I tell you what, man, Willie something else.
I think Jerry is part of the 5 heartbeats. I ain't got nothing.
Why you say that?
I highly doubt that, bro.
I got nothing but love.
All right, Jerry, who that to you, bro? You gotta get you some sleep, my man.
All right, y'all do the same, man. We'll talk later this week.
All right, my brother. Peace.
I'm out too, fellas. Y'all take it easy.
All right, peace out.
All right, baby.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, bro. All right, David, you take it easy, bro. All right, man. We're gonna bring in John. John's in the stream. John, can you hear me?
Hey, can you hear me? Shout out. What to do? What to do? What to do?
You doing good, John?
Shout out to the. I'm doing good. Shout out. I just want to say, follow what Black Suede was saying. Y'all need to stop disrespecting that man Sean Payton. Real talk, shouting. I don't want
real talk.
Y'all need to stop disrespecting that man. The greatest head coach.
Family, y'all cousins.
On my mama.
The great. No, we cousins shouting. I'm just saying, y'all disrespecting that man. Look at all the stuff he did for that team. And y'all want to disrespect this man because he had one bad game shot. Look at Big U. Y'all ain't blaming him, and he the one went up there with Fist Vegas talking all that shit. We ended up losing. He did the same thing with that boy from the Panthers.
It's gonna be
all right. From the Panthers. He did that well.
No rookie coach.
I got it.
It'll be all right.
Hey, brother Paul, you can't do that, man, like that. Y'all can't be disrespecting the greatest coach. Y'all just got me crying. Y'all disrespecting the man.
Now y'all got the man crying. You see all this fooling y'all going through?
It's gonna be all right, brother.
Y'all better call somebody. He might be about to jump off Lake Puncher train.
Wait, go get your cousin, bro.
You can't jump off Lake Puncher train.
You know what he said.
You know what
on, in, around, same thing.
Man, look,
hey man, I'm with my man.
Ain't above reproach, bro. He not God, and when he have good games, we say that too. And I ain't never been one of the people who won't fire Sean Payton. You ain't never heard.
Oh, that's what we talking about, though, DC. That's what we talking about. The people talking about he ain't shit, get rid of him.
That's foolish,
right? We done looked up on one of the greatest coaches in the league, and you ready to get rid of him. See, I done been through the bags, and when we was blacked out on TV, I know where he done brought this team and how well of a coach he is, and he got us a Super Bowl win. And we had every year we had potential to win the Super Bowl. So I mean, dude, hey, he'll fuck up a few times. Like somebody say, sometimes he's too smart and he just overthinks himself. That's a good problem. That's a good problem to have, dude. That's a good problem to have.
Wait till the new owner get over to him.
Hold up, Sway. You say he'll fuck up a few times, and then I heard womp womp womp. That's a good problem to
A
have.
few times.
What?
He'll fuck up a few times. He'll
It's
fuck
just
up a
like
few
having
times.
cancer a few times.
He's not a cancer.
Sway,
He is not a cancer.
You could get HIV a few times and be all right.
DC, what
He is not a cancer, and he is not AIDS.
What's wrong with DC today?
I was piggybacking on Brother Paulie. I thought that was funny. He said
DC
Dude, he is not a huh?
DC is on point.
That bad pay call, it is an infection.
Listen, moving forward, fam. With this,
man, you
loss,
gotta address Peyton, bro. You had that man on the phone crying, Q, bro.
That John will be all right. You know, he's a strong guy. He'll go and feed the pigs or something, and he'll come back stronger than ever on the next stream or whatever. But listen, the thing is, Coach Peyton, a lot of people gonna criticize Coach Peyton, man. They're gonna talk about Coach Peyton. He's the head coach of the team. And Coach Peyton will stand before you in the press conference and say, listen, this loss is on me. This is my fault. We got to do this. And he going to do that. And we played the post game on the watch stream. And they're going to go look at the film, and then he'll come back tomorrow with another press conference and break it down. But, yeah, there's some stuff. Listen, it wasn't a complete bad game. Remember, the Saints were up 21-10. It just toward the third, and we didn't finish the game like we accustomed to seeing us finish the game. We didn't do it. And when that happened, it was a tailspin, and we couldn't get out of that tailspin. It was a tailspin. When Saquon hit with that quick draw, boy, it spun.
That was it.
That momentum shifted very fast, and we didn't adjust properly to that. So it's something else, man, in the end. So we have to be able to fix that. And in DeMario, I started to show with him. DeMario saying we got to get better. The Saints are 2-2. We are 500 playing right now. One, win one, lost one, win one, lose one, win one. And now we got to go into Washington to take on the football team without a name. So we'll see how that goes. And hopefully we can spin this thing around and make something happen. And I know I'm going to still be confident. And a lot of family members say that they blame me for the loss because they're saying I'm confident. And then when other guys come on here and talk shit about their squad going to beat my squad, I'm supposed to say to them, hey, yeah, you know what? You're right. My team going to let down and have a defeat. You know, nah, I'm going to have faith in my squad because I'm not anticipating them going out there looking shitty. You know, we a professional team. We know how to handle business. We got to handle business. So, I mean, that's what it comes down to. And I do.
What's so funny? I ain't find nothing funny.
So we'll take care of business. Uncle Paul is thinking at the same
Sean Payton funny. Every time he called a dumbass play.
Listen,
y'all know that's Jim Mora. Is that shit? He going down. Y'all don't want to admit it. Go ahead. Keep on being in denial.
No, Jim Mora was never on Sean Payton level. Come on, I'm with you, brother Paul.
This is not even a question of getting rid of Sean Payton, family. I mean, that's not going to happen, right?
Hey, that ain't what they said in the comment.
That's well, people can say whatever.
You know what that new owner gonna do.
Let me ask
that new owner might buy this team and clean house. Don't say that, Q. You don't know now.
That Sean Payton ain't going.
We're talking about when Miss Benson did. Miss Benson, she got a life-threatening illness or something.
She don't. But I'm saying in 5 years or whatever the time frame is on that, we don't know. We know Coach Payton's contract is up in a few years, so you know he might extend out and keep playing, or he might retire. Who knows how it goes? So we'll see how it all plays out, man. We'll see how it all plays. But I think Coach Payton is not going to quit coaching until he get another Super Bowl. I mean, for real. So I mean,
right?
But keep doing.
They're the same people. They're the same people. You know what?
Everybody said we're gonna fire him. Hold
on.
That don't mean he'll get nothing in New Orleans.
Go ahead. Let's wait. See what he gonna say. Go
ahead. I'm just saying these the same people. You know what I'm saying? When Drew had his bad game, they're like, get rid of Drew. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got rid of Drew. Now, you know, when things don't look too bright, then you want Drew back. And now when things go bad, you want to get rid of Peyton. And like you're trying to find somebody to fire. Like, dude, we are fine. We are pretty much fine. We have a lot of people out. We have, you know, we make bad calls every now and then. Some players make drops. They don't make blocks. That's what it is. But we know the potential of this team. And they are going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
And Tex Saint said, we living off Sean Payton past success. What about lately? Well, lately, if I can recall, last year, we won the NFC South. We won the NFC South the year before that. We won it the year before that.
They make
and we won it the year before that.
No, that now
They don't
listen.
want to hear
That's
that.
How many coaches did that in the league? So I mean,
listen,
I got
DC,
my problems with him, but
DC, that's fine. But
come
what I'm
on now.
saying is what they're saying, to be fair, is that they're saying regular season success is only half the equation. You got to win in the playoffs. And what they're saying is we don't play to win for NFC South crowns. We don't do that. That's only half the equation. We win for we're going for Super Bowls here. So
You're doggone right. That's all we know is Saints and Super Bowl. Correct.
You play to win the game.
So that's what they're saying. Insofar as the playoff failure that we've had as a collective during the Sean Payton years, especially in the last several years, that's what they're making.
And what I'm saying, even though we didn't make the Super Bowl, there's 30 other teams that didn't as well. You know what I'm saying? With great coaches. So you can't just say this man is not a good coach because he didn't make it to the Super Bowl. He gives us. Go ahead.
Yeah, Hoodie.
Hey, so this is one thing I want to ask you. You might agree, you might not agree. We understand he's not making it to the Super Bowl. Making it to the playoffs is already good, right? So we need to go a little bit further. But how far do you really think we was going to make it last year with a quarterback with a arm, not too good, broken ribs, collapsed lungs, a hurt Michael Thomas? What are you going to do with those players? Now, if you had a healthy team and everybody was 100% healthy and he lost like that, then I understand. But when you got injured players like that and you can't do nothing about it, like right now, he's doing the best he can do. He's 500 right now with undrafted people. These are not no big names, first round pick receivers. They are undrafted. And what he's doing with these undrafted people is amazing. No other coach out there is going to find an undrafted person, an undrafted free agent, and be like, oh, let me turn him into a star, because they don't know how to use him like Sean Payton can. And I'm telling you, once Michael Thomas comes back, just watch Callaway, just watch Harris, watch them get open.
Just watch Eric McCoy and Michael Thomas. Once they come back, it's gonna be a problem.
Right, good point. The undrafted game, that's what the Saints have done. They've mastered that. They've done a really good job of developing undrafted guys into pretty good role players and part-time starters when needed be. So you're absolutely right with that. I think with a lot of the family members, frustrations coming last year. Remember, the Saints beat the Chicago Bears, who just wanted somebody to put them out of their misery. They was in there dropping touchdown passes. Then you move against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Remember, despite all your injuries, you had the Bucs beat by 10 and laid down and allowed them to come back by committing 4 turnovers and Jared Cook catching the ball, fumbling the ball, drop pass through his hand, that turnover.
Yeah.
The Saints had 4 turnovers in that game. So it wasn't like they were handling us. The Saints had an opportunity to kibosh that game and get it over with. We turned it over. We let that happen because of turnovers. We could have kept running the ball, but a lot of that was attributed to when Coach Payton gets the credit in some of these games of suspect play calling or what they call getting cute when you don't need to. There's no need to have toss and sweeps when you're 3rd and 1. You just put the fullback in there and run straight up the middle and get the first down. That's what a lot of the people's frustrations come from, is that in the crucial moments of the game, you tend to get too cute, and that's the problem. While a lot of people says will get upset with Coach Payton because you're doing too much, like a lot of the youngsters say, you're doing too much. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? Nobody.
Hold on.
Nobody said.
Go ahead, Sway. Go ahead and defend Coach Payton. Go ahead, bro.
Trust the Payton.
No, I mean that's who Sean Payton is. But nobody found fault. Nobody found fault in Payton when he did the onside kick for the Super Bowl and recovered it.
No, Sway, listen.
10 years ago.
We're not talking about. We hear you on that, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you the family members' frustrations. It's not so much the regular season stuff. That's to expect because the Saints having that regular season set. There's not a problem with that. The issue is that's only half the equation. The NFC South crowns, they don't mean anything if they don't come with Super Bowls. Is the mindset of the people, because these teams are uber talented. Last year's Saints team, they put so much money into the team that when you came back down from this year, you had to get $100 million underneath just to make moves. That's the Saints pushed all of their chips to the center of the table and said, this team is good enough to win the playoffs. And when you were up by 10 to Tampa Bay, a team you eviscerated twice in the regular season, you were up by 10 in the playoffs. You four straight turnovers, you gave them the game. That's why a lot of people is pissed, because not only that, think about that, and also think about the Minnesota Vikings game. That when the Saints got in there, they didn't play in the last several playoff series games where the Saints couldn't finish the deal, despite the fact that you were there. So like I said,
Rams game too.
The Rams game was a game where they're gonna say, okay, Q, that was the 9 call game, which was egregious. But also remember, Dan Arnold dropped a touchdown pass in that game, and Coach Payton came out and said, "We can't talk. I'm not going to talk about that because we had several times that we could have won that game. I called the conservative game. You're not going to beat Sean McVay. You playing conservative, and he playing to win when he running on 4th and 1, getting the first downs and moving the team. So it's all about aggression. It's all about how it's domination and taking the mindset.
That's what I don't understand.
That's what Coach Payton was saying.
We know he got the aggressiveness in him. But it's at times it's like
that's what they're saying.
He's conservative when he's supposed to be aggressive, and then he be aggressive when he's supposed to be conservative.
That's right. You called it. You called it. Agree.
But that's the part. It's like that's what's so frustrating and why we talk about it, because we know how great Sean Payton has the capabilities to be, and it's like he does all the hard, heavy lifting stuff. Great, and then it'd be like a simple decision, and he just fuck it up. It's like it's very simple.
And I think it's
you ain't lying.
I think it's he ain't lying. Yeah, yo, I think it's done for reasons. It's a method behind the madness, and sometimes those plays are called because
do tell Sway.
Sway, all right, I'm gonna give you a play. I'm gonna give you a play. I'm gonna give you a play.
Let's finish his thought, bro, because I want to be able to get.
Are you done? Are you done?
Tell me about that Taysom Hill 3rd down and 2 play. Give it to me.
Ooh, Lord.
Hold up, with the one
towards the end of the game where we needed that 3rd and 2.
Hello.
We really needed it.
Mm-hmm.
We back in our own territory now, so I get that. You don't want to be too risky, but it's 3rd and 2, and we gonna run with Taysom Hill, and they know it's coming. You can look at their defense, and they are not fooled at all.
Right, it's plenty of times it's plenty of times that play was ran, and they knew it was coming, and it was still successful. Like I was saying, sometimes it's a method behind the madness where he does what he does because he doesn't trust certain players in those positions. You know what I'm saying? So he does what he does. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But if those plays was a fifth, but if those plays were successful, then we wouldn't have nothing to say because Deontay Harris was wide open. Should he have put Taysom Hill to throw that ball? No. But the play call was pretty decent. They just left Jameis in there. That's what I find fault in him taking Jameis in and out and making him lose his.
No. I'm not talking. I'm talking about must be a different play from you. I'm talking about the play where it was like probably one of the last times we touched the ball. It was like one of the last time we touched the ball late in the 4th quarter. It was 3rd and 2, and we all knew it. When I saw the play, I was like, "Oh shit, he about to."
That's what I addressed. I addressed that first
and they ran clean up the middle. The defense was stacked in the middle. You know what I mean?
That's what
they clearly know the play that's coming. They know the game is on the line this time for this one play. You know what I mean?
It's many a times that play was successful,
but you
and it worked.
Type of other stuff about Callaway.
He went all around the mulberry bush.
Go ahead, Hoodie.
No, I'm just trying to add on to this. It's just like saying, if the running game is working, why stop it, right? Why not keep running? It's the same thing like what we're saying with this play. He did it twice in the red zone, got in the end zone. They couldn't stop it. So why not run it on again? Like they know it's coming, but guess what?
Exactly.
We don't know they're going to stop it again. We don't know they're going to stop it.
Thank you.
So keep running it. And then they stopped it. And then they finally stopped it. So that was one play. And then we look at it and be like, oh, damn, he didn't get it this time. But if he would have got the first time, we'd been like, hell yeah, keep running that play. But since we failed one time, people go look at me like, damn, that was a dumb play.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Hoodie. Thank you.
I'm not saying that, Hoodie, but this is my thing. With a play like that, and it's a crucial moment in the game. This is why I think it's getting too cute. Because if I'm running a play like that, and I know I'm gonna run and they ain't been able to stop it, I gotta make sure I get this right. Why would I in this situation where it's 3rd and crucial? Why would I eliminate the defense's ability to have to even think I'm doing something else? You could have still ran it up the middle. Show them something else to where they at least think you pass. They know you're not about to pass. They know you running it right at them.
DC, you're looking at it in hindsight, bro.
I was looking at it real time before it started, and I was upset.
You're looking at it in hindsight. Because if it was successful, you wouldn't have nothing to say.
Hey, let me say this.
But it was successful 2 times. It was successful 2 times before.
DC, you know what you're talking about, man.
Hey DC, let me say something that maybe I can try to explain to you in a different way that I see it too. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like the Super Bowl with the damn Seahawks and the Patriots. They can't stop Marshawn Lynch. They can't stop him, right? They couldn't. Why the hell did they change up the play? Try to draw a touchdown, but it got picked. So I felt like, let's say on 3rd down and 2, we would have went with Winston and try to pass it. All of us, and he didn't get it. We all would have thought, well, damn, why we didn't do it? No,
you're missing my point, Hoodie. You're missing my point. My point ain't.
I understand what Hoodie said.
I understand why we ran. I understand the run is working. I'm saying it's a mind game. So if it's a crucial down, we need this, right? This ain't just second and 2. We need this 3rd down. Why would I eliminate the possibility for them to have to even remotely think it could be a pass, even if I know I'm a run? Why would I do that?
Why would
I not play the mind game with them to even have to consider, oh shit, they might pass it, even if I am gonna run? My thing was, why would I show them exactly?
Now you won't play the mind game.
Now
you won't play mind game.
No, I'm saying on such a crucial down, man. Like we needed that. That's to win the game. You know what I mean?
First you don't want them to be cute.
They should have pulled a bootleg or something.
They didn't even have to pass. I wouldn't have been mad if they still ran. I'm just saying I'm not about to take the defense off the hook and not let them think something else could be coming. Let them think it could be a bootleg. Let them think we could run off tackle. Let them think.
Come on, DC. There you go. You got more imagination than Sean Payton do.
I understand what you're saying, DC, and I know what you're saying, but at the same time, in my head, I'm thinking it's like, let's say we had Marshawn Lynch. You can't stop the motherfucker. I don't give a shit if you know what's coming. I'm gonna keep running with him because you can't stop the man, and that's what we did this whole game. So if they're gonna stop him, I'm gonna run it down your throat again. I don't care if you know it or not. I could have ran a play action play, but then if they didn't complete a pass on that play and it have been 4th down and 2, we would have been looking at Taysom Hill and just ran that bitch because they can't stop him. But some people look at it a different way because they're like, oh, he didn't get it. You know, we should have maybe did something different. And that's what I feel like a lot of our fans are. A lot of our fans, I mean, I love y'all, Who Dat Nation, but I don't like my fans that come in here and say, we need to get rid of Sean Payton. We need to get rid of that, you know, and this and that. Like, first of all, we need to get rid of Drew. We need to get a dude that can throw it down the field. We got a dude that can throw it down the field now in Jameis Winston. But now y'all hate him because he came from Tampa Bay or he had turnovers. You keep fixing every single thing that the Saints fans want, but then they complain about it when we make one mistake. You got to realize it's one game. We still got more games down the road. Complain if we don't make the playoffs, then you can fuss that Sean Payton. Get rid of him. He couldn't even make the playoffs this year.
I get all that, Hoodie, but I ain't never saying me personally about getting rid of him. I'm just saying it's like Sean Payton would normally do stuff like that, bro. He keep the defense guessing and keep them thrown off. Now I understand we playing conservative and we still want to run, but I would have had some type of wide receiver motion or whatever to see what the defense is like. Something to kind of throw them off. We need to be sure to get this 3rd and 2, man. I understand we was killing them, but man, when it's crucial like that, man,
y'all confusing me.
You got to be sure. Y'all confusing
me. At first you talk about Sean Payton too cute. And then you talk about he should have tried to play mind game. Which one do you want?
He got too cute, Sway, because you got a dude back there who was doing good passing and on the important possession of the game.
But you just had Joey Taysom Hill just scored 2 touchdowns with a running play.
He scored 2 touchdowns in the red zone. What he was doing outside the red zone? Sway?
I'm saying he was in the red zone when they got stopped, right?
Huh?
He ran 2 successful plays. He scored.
I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about when they got stopped on the 3rd down in the red zone. I'm talking about probably the last time we touched the ball when we was in our own territory.
DC.
We was in our own territory, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
DC.
Who was in the red
DC.
zone.
You have 2 successful touchdown runs from Taysom Hill. Am I correct? Am I lying? No.
Okay, let me ask you something. When the offense
hold on.
Do they practice red zone separately from the regular offense when they're not in the red zone? Is that not a different situation than what I'm talking about? You keep talking about the red zone?
Dude, you're still not getting it. If you have 2 successful runs out there formation from Taysom Hill and you have a 3rd or 2, fuck it. This is what I'm going to do again because y'all knew it was coming before and it was successful. And so that's what he did. What people doing is looking at it in hindsight now that he messed up, like Hoodie said. If it didn't work, now you're saying, oh, it was a stupid play. But if it was successful, you wouldn't be talking about it. And those plays happen in the NFL. That's just what it is.
I'm not people. I'm me. I can't speak for people. I'm speaking for me. And I'm saying when I saw it lined up out there, I was like, oh shit. Like we rolling the dice because I know exactly what's coming. And it's crucial right now. All the defense gotta do is make this one stop, and damn, we could get a chance to go win the game. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
DC, even the commentators saw that, man.
You gotta make them think at that point because it's such a crucial play, man. I can't make it so.
And then we go with the make them think.
Hey, DC, and Big Q and y'all, I got a question. See, look, I understand where you're coming from with the play now and stuff like that. But this is the only thing. I'd rather that play, just run it, because they couldn't stop it. I was on this. I was at the game, and what confused me was why in the world was Sean Payton try a 57-yard kick with this dude that can't kick, but you didn't try a 44-yarder. You went for
it.
Yeah, that was curious. Very curious.
Was crazy.
I was there. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, but when I seen him run the ball with Taysom, I was like, shit, I know why he's doing it because they can't stop it. And then I don't know who it was. Somebody just commented earlier. I don't know where it's at in here. Said, but Marshawn Lynch was a running back. I understand. But Taysom Hill's a running back, a tight end. Put him wherever. He's gonna ball out. He's a damn football player.
But the thing with Marshawn Lynch, that's still a different scenario because if I would have kept running it or been fine with them knowing the run and coming with Marshawn Lynch, because it was like second down. They had 4 downs or 3 other downs to try and score. You know what I mean? We in our own territory, 3rd and 2. Whatever play you running, man, it's got to be. You got to know you're gonna get it. And I guess maybe that's our play where we feel like we know we're gonna get it. But I just feel like we let the defense off the hook because they get to know exactly what's coming. It ain't no secret. It ain't nothing to make them second guess to make sure you get it. We're not trying too hard to get them off sides or nothing.
Hey, sometimes, to be honest with y'all, sometimes I believe more and Taysom, like when it's 4th down and 1, 3rd down and 1, 3rd and inches, 3rd and 2, I believe Taysom cannot get you at least 1-2 yards. That's why I think Sean Payton sees. He sees this man can fight for it. And you see what he did earlier when he shook 5 people, pushed them off him down to the end zone. He can get you 1 yard. And I think that's why he did that too. Because he
should have had a fullback.
Like Jameis, you can trust, the Jordan ball, but you don't know if he's going to complete it for the second down, right? He's still a good quarterback, but you don't know how to cover it.
You going to let Taysom block, huh, Paul?
No, but like me, I trust Kamara getting 2 yards for you or Taysom getting you 2 yards. Then our receivers getting open right now because we don't have everybody fully healthy. So I would have went 3rd down and 2. I would have been like, they can't stop Taysom. They can't even stop Kamara. Just hand it off to one of them for 2 yards. Even though they know it's coming, they can't stop it. So I'm going to keep running
you right, Hoodie. And I agree. I'm not mad they ran. Again, all I'm saying is the look that they got they did nothing. I'd have been happier if they came out with a different look and then audible to that. And they didn't make the defense have to think at all.
And it's always to the right side too, right? They could have just ran to the left.
They knew exactly what was coming. You know what I mean? They could stop.
Now a couple of short runs. A couple of short runs. I did want to know where Armar was, our fullback.
I didn't see him barely.
He had one run.
He got a run for first down.
Hello.
So that's the only thing I
got a first down. You know what I mean? That would have been a different look if he would have threw it to Armar, lined up in the Taysom Hill thing, and then handed off.
Nah, that would have been too cute.
All that's
hello.
Whatever.
Let y'all tell it. That'd have been too cute.
I'm just saying, bro. We didn't do nothing. We let the defense off the hook in that situation. My opinion. I just think 3rd and 2, you should run your best play in that situation if the game is on the line. And that
it was three big factors. Three huge factors in this loss. The first one was the interception thrown by Taysom, and the 2 big plays. Those were the 3 huge factors. Without those big plays, that's 14 points. Well, 12 points, however you want to look at it, off the board. Because I think they went for a 2-point conversion in one of them. So anyway, that's 2 touchdowns off of the board from them big plays. And the interception just kind of, added was the cherry on top. So, I mean, along with everything else, we played a good ass damn game. If you really look at it.
We kind of did in a certain sense, but with the defense, the way they played, I can't put good in the team and game all in the same sense because our defense played horribly, bro.
So we did
some things.
In the fourth quarter, bro.
The Saints couldn't even win the coin flip. Come on, bro. Who the hell got in there and hollered out tails? Come on, that's bullshit.
The dude was they gave the visitor they get the coin flip parlay because we get it to begin the game because we're at home. So
Oh my God!
Peters
One
got to call
dumb rule after another.
Peters got to call a coin flip. He says heads because I'm out here. I'm out here head first, basically. And that boy said, "Yeah, fucking right. We gonna win the game too." And they won the game.
Well, he spoke it into existence. Maybe
Okay, I want to pose this question, Q. Okay, when is Sean Payton gonna learn from all these screw ups? I'll wait.
Sean Payton is a genius, and Sean Payton done brought our team.
Please, Slade, don't provoke us around, please.
Hey, think of this.
Sean Payton and pulled your cash app up from off the screen because I see it's right there. How much he paying you, dog?
Yeah, he slipping some money in that PayPal too.
Sean Payton is a great coach, bro, but I'm not about to when he make mistakes, so I feel like he did something wrong.
No,
address it.
That's under
we perfect either.
Right, we done got to that. We addressed that. Like, he will make mistakes as a coach, and y'all will address it if he does. What
Some
I'm saying
mistakes are inexcusable though. Some of them, it's like, come on, man. This Pop Warner mistakes, like some of them.
Hey, think of this, y'all. Think of this. He made some mistakes, right? But he's a genius. He's gonna make mistakes on purpose because when you freaking studying that film, you're gonna be like, oh, that's the play I gotta study. That's a dumbass play. But he's gonna hit you with something different next week because he made those mistakes.
He gonna make mistakes on purpose.
Yeah, because it's his fancy plays. Like we said, some plays don't work. Some plays he be too fancy, right? Some plays you're too fancy with the ball. So he's gonna be too fancy. So now when you studying this film, be like, okay, so this is a fancy play. He's gonna try to run on us, but next week he ain't gonna run the same shit because it didn't work. He's gonna create new plays. So you're gonna be studying the last week's film, saying, "Oh, this is what he did." We gotta watch out for this play because this play could work for him. He ain't gonna run it again because he know it didn't work.
Okay, I get you. You saying he's setting traps? All right.
Yeah, he's setting traps for you.
That's cool. But
some of
the players I'm talking about,
he trapping
He
himself.
said no traps.
He trapping himself.
Like you say, why he didn't keep that field goal?
Let me end it on this.
But you go for it for 58. That was.
Let me end it. Yeah, let me end it on this last haters, right? Like haters on Sean Payton and Jameis. At the end of the day, you didn't want Drew. We got a quarterback, right? Oh, now y'all crying and y'all want Drew back. Okay, y'all want to get rid of Coach Sean Payton. Get rid of him.
Amen.
And see another coach become successful with the damn undrafted free agent. I want to see this.
Get rid of him, bro.
Let me know. Let me know any other coach you can hire right now. Take these undrafted free agents and make them look like they're doing right now and winning games. You won't. And then you're going to be crying back, oh, I want Sean Payton. I want Sean Payton.
Yeah. Tell them what it is. They won't mark.
At least you'll be able to win the first round draft pick.
We want defense. We don't have a defense team. Look, we got a defense now. Stop complaining. We're fixing everything y'all want to complain about, but then y'all want the motherfucker back now. Shit.
Right.
We ain't got no quarterback in the future.
But when Cam Jordan don't get to the quarterback, we criticize him and nobody don't say nothing.
This guy don't even go on the bench.
Hold on.
Oh, you just talking about the
one at a time, fam. One at a time. We got Brother Prom in there. Prom, welcome in, bro.
Welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody's doing a little good, a little better.
We're doing awful.
Well, I know you're doing. I know we're doing awful and everything, but I know some people may have said this already. These couple of points I want to make. Number one, please stop it with the Taysom bullshit. The package with him is predictable. Whenever he runs the ball, he always runs to the right. They played that shit 5 times. Please stop asking this man to stop throwing deep balls. He punts the ball.
But y'all asked for that.
He punts the ball. He been doing that shit for 3. Nah, come on now. Let me speak.
Y'all asked for it.
Hold on, get it in there, bro.
Let me get this off my chest. But
he sounded like
y'all.
Yeah, whoop the do. But my thing is, he did it. He's been doing that for 3 years. The man don't have an arm. He throws a punt. He don't throw a bomb. How in the world you gonna expect somebody 5'6" to catch a jump up ball, a 50-50 ball? Come on now, let's get real with
this. He didn't expect him to jump up. He tried to lead him, but he couldn't. He didn't have the arm strength, like you said.
No, but okay, you know this now. He's been throwing deep balls now. He's been throwing deep balls now for 3 years. 3 years. Same crap. Because if you're not mistaken, in one of the playoff game, I think it was the Minnesota game, he threw the ball deep, and the same receiver had to slow down to catch the ball. The man is good for running. He should probably learn how to kick field goals too. But a quarterback, he is not. I know there's a certain group of fans, a certain group of people or fans that come from a certain ethnic group that may be kissing up to the Taysom. Taysom is not a QB. He is not a QB. Jameis was getting into a groove, and you want to take him out for gadget play.
That I agree with.
Stop doing that.
No, you trust the Payton. Don't say that.
And let's look at it. Let's look at it. It was two things. I agree with you. Q, on about body language. It was two things in a row that got that body language to that point. The first one they called a touchdown back, and then what? 4 or 5 plays later, Taysom threw that pick. It was like, oh shit, here we go again.
It was the next play.
Momentum killers.
Oh shit, here we go. Taysom throwing another punt. Shit, he should have just fat caught it. Just waved his hand at it or something. But this is.
I know that's what they was asking for. Y'all was asking for it.
Nope, not me.
Not me.
Not me.
A lot of people was asking for it. But last week, a lot of people said they coming out that same running formation. I wish they drop back and let Taysom throw that thing. I remember this clearly.
Hey, Black Suede. Hey, Suede got a lot of assholes in this world too.
Black Suede. What do they call it when you do the same shit over and over again and expect different results? What is that called?
Insanity.
It's called insanity. This man has been punting the ball deep for 3 years. But this man has been punting the ball deep for 3 years now. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop.
Bro,
how you think Kamara feel? Kamara's running his ass off today. For this man to run for 120 yards and we lose a damn game with that many yards rushing, that man was running over people. He was hungry. He wanted to win. James, James, your boy, trusted Payton.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 120. Exactly. So that's 120 yards on offense, right?
Hold on, Sway. Hey, look. Sean Payton did that shit before. Sean Payton did that shit before because you remember on Christmas game when Kamara had 6 fucking touchdowns. Also, you gonna bring fucking Taysom Hill to get that other damn touchdown. He do that shit. He loved that pale motherfucker.
Yeah, he did do that shit.
Go ahead, Prom. Go. Let Prom finish his thoughts, fam.
But I agree with what you're saying. But shit is enough. Peeps, those so-called hoodads, those so-called Saints fans who want Taysom so bad to be a quarterback, he is not a QB. He probably couldn't even beat Air Force or Navy or Army in college. and I'm an Air Force veteran, and they love running the triple option. That's the main kind of offense because I think Utah plays in that same league with the three military branches. Come on now, man. This shit has got to stop. I know you're talking about who they gonna bring in if they get rid of Payton, but goddamn, everybody's getting tired of this shit, man.
Hey, bro. Coaching in the NFL is like politician. Either you on a roll or you take shit from assholes.
Well, sometimes you coach. Sometimes. Sometimes your coach sometimes your coach is an asshole because he can do every goddamn thing, and that young girl is probably wearing his ass out. And you know something else? He has not been the same. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He has not been the same ever since Bonnegate. Because I remember when he first came to the league, he always used to bitch about the referees. He don't hardly say anything about the referees now.
Nah, he was in there. He was in there.
Scared he gonna get suspended by Goodell. That's what it is.
I seen them all in their face this game, bro. I can't let you say that.
Oh, he was pissed today. He was
Yeah,
pissed.
he was pissed on some plays. Some plays he damn sure was pissed.
But the referee said that turned his head like he ain't even listening.
Yeah, the first touchdown, that wasn't even the touchdown. And like Q said, then they throw the flag on the bomb until Stills was in the end zone. And then the flag went out the park. I'm like, damn. That just came out all of a sudden.
Really? and that was a bullshit play. Let me tell you something. Ever since Bounty Gate, bro, you gotta say ever since we lost the Rams and it's hit that the most horrendous non-call ever in sports history. Ever since then, it's all believed you can fuck over the Saints and nobody won't do nothing about it. Because when Roger Goodell set his funky ass in the stands and did not do a fucking thing about it, he basically said, I don't give a fuck about y'all. We're going to protect Brady because they knew Brady was not going to get that championship that year they would have played the Saints. Belichick knew. Kraft knew. If we play the Saints, we're not getting that championship. They're going to steamroll our fucking ass. We got to get it. That's why the Rams got there. I can't stand the fucking Rams for his days because they act like they did big shit in the Super Bowl. I said, bitch, y'all going to celebrate off a cheat? That's like if I was a boxer that played that fought the great Muhammad Ali in his prime, and all of a sudden somebody put a fucking brass knuckles in my glove and I knocked his ass out. Oh, I knocked out the champ. Right. Bitch, you just hit him with a brass knuckle. Who the fuck you think you're not gonna knock him out? You just benefit from the worst non-call in NFL history, and you have to brag about it.
Motherfucker got on the interview after the game and said, "Shit, I was waiting on the referee to throw the flag, and he ain't throw it." So I like, thank you.
Hey, have the Rams been back to the Super Bowl since? Think about that too.
Hey,
Let me tell you something.
Don't be surprised they go this year because you know the Super Bowl is in their stadium and they spent $10 trillion on that stadium.
They're gonna try to get in. They're gonna try to get Brady there. But let me tell you something. Tampa Bay is flawed. You saw that. If anybody was peeping into that game tonight, Tampa Bay is very flawed. They are not the Super Bowl team like you think they were. And the only reason they got there, like you said, we took them off the hook. That's the only reason they got that at the end. We took their ass off. We played a totally different game plan. The first two game plans that we had, we beat the living shit out of them. We beat the living shit out of the first two game plans. Then we're going to come with some old stupid ass shit the next game plan, and that's it. But I agree. I agree totally.
He needs to stop being so damn cute. He needs to stop being so damn cute. Go with the flow of the game. You're supposed to be this brilliant coach. Go with the flow of the game. This morning I was looking at NBC, the other pregame show, and this woman that was on the NBC pregame show said that can a team from New York win today? Both of them won in overtime, scoring 27 points.
Wow. Yeah, they did. They both won today. Let me tell you something. Conspiracy. Let me just say this right here, bro. But Sean Payton, I think his biggest thing sometimes is his ego.
Yes, it is.
His ego is sometimes bigger than his own damn brain. Sometimes it's bigger than his own intelligence because he feel like he could get away with all kind of shit. You don't realize that this is actually could be a better team than we had in the past couple of years because now the ones when they was young, like the Kamara and Thomas, they older now. They know how to get in the right positions. You got veteran players, you got new players coming in there. This could actually be a very, very special team. But first thing you gotta do is take that goddamn chokehold off of Jameis and let that boy free. That boy plays scared half the time because he feel like if he have any type of mistakes, he gets took off the field. Hell, he get taken off the field when he rolling. When he rolling, get taken out the goddamn game. So think about how he feel if he fuck up.
I don't think they'll bench him, dog. I don't think they'll do that.
Oh shit! You took him out the fucking game.
Hey, Sway, come on now. Like he ain't Drew Brees. He ain't been the starter for 15 years. What you think go through his mind every time they pull him out to run the team?
Nah, dude, I understand. He's probably a little scared and overthinks himself or double thinks himself. I think he does. You know what I'm saying? On fear of what people may say. I do feel that, and I do feel that.
I don't think he worries about what people.
He does have
a word what people would say. I think about what coach may do because you don't hear the coach back up like this. Look, Sam Darnold came from the sorry ass Jets. Look how that boy playing, even though he lost bad to the Cows boy, but look how that boy playing since he been in Carolina. That boy played with a new confidence. You don't see James with that same confidence because you feel like that Sean Payton is watching every little damn thing he do. If he throw what's that game against the Patriots? He was tackle falling down, even though he threw the touchdown. Looked like he tried to throw it in place where. Looked like he was trying to throw it in place either when my receiver gonna catch it or going out of bounds.
Exactly.
Looked like he made the right play and he was here at the same time. But Sean Payton couldn't see that shit. But if it would have been Drew Brees, his ass would have ran across that field to that fucking Joe Punch like he always do. And that's all it would have been it.
Yep, because Breeze has done that shit before. Breeze has done that shit. Breeze ass should have retired 3 years ago. We waited too long because Jameis got a hell of a lot. Open the damn playbook. He's getting a little bit comfortable now. The offensive line is kind of meshing together a little bit, but he's putting the handcuffs on the man because people was talking about the receivers haven't been getting open. You know why haven't been getting open? Because we still want to dink and dunk like it's still Drew Brees.
Because Eric McCoy is not in the game.
No, because Jameis Winston.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Listen to me. Jameis Winston is more mobile and he's taller than Breeze. And if you're such a smart ass coach, roll him out.
Man, Jameis Winston run like a giraffe. He run like a giraffe.
He's more mobile than Drew ass is. So
that boy run like.
Yeah, he may run awkward, but he's more
run
mobile.
like a llama.
He's more mobile than Drew Brees. He's more mobile than Drew Brees is. He is. He runs awkward because he didn't want to be a running quarterback like Cam Newton, but he is still mobile than Brees. And if you don't agree with that, you need to stop smoking and funny cigarettes.
You see what Cam Newton there, don't you?
Hold on, fam. We're about to end the stream. We'll pick it up
in the stream.
On Monday. Yeah, we're about to end the stream. We're about to end it.
Better go check on the girls, Wade.
We'll pick it up Monday. Hoodie, I'm gonna give you the last word on the mic before we go, bro. Go ahead.
Payne ain't send that cash up, yes, Wade?
Yeah, he been said
that. Well, Q, I just want to say one thing after he say his part. We're gonna go. I just want to say one more thing. If the Saints lose to Washington next week, then I'm gonna worry. Then I'm gonna worry because no team is gonna make the playoff with 6 or more losses.
Let me tell you something.
I wouldn't worry. I
believe that. Let me tell you something. Watch me win that game about Washington. Watch me win that bitch about 25. Watch. That's how retarded we play. We gonna lose a game that we supposed to win, but we gonna go to Washington and beat their ass by 25. Watch. But Sean Payton gonna feel like he got something to prove. Watch. Just watch.
Yeah.
All right, Hoodie. Last word on it, bro.
Yeah, gotcha. So basically to say I wouldn't worry if we lost because, like I said, we're not fully healthy. You don't have your 2 starting receivers, and you don't have your line. So I wouldn't trip if we lose. Second of all, I was making all these faces in here. Sorry, y'all, about these bad faces. It's just some of the comments in here, y'all, and some of the stuff I'm hearing. It's just if you're a true Saints fan, I understand you can get frustrated about this goddamn game. You know, you lost. Oh, we need to get Jameis out of here. Oh, Coach Sean Payton, and people get mad and they say, so what, we talk about him and like that. And I said, the reason why that makes me mad, it sounds like you're a bandwagon because you get mad at the team. Do you not realize
Jameis is not the problem?
Yeah, and I tell people, do you not know we started 2-3 a bunch of times, right? And what happened? We still finished 12-4. We still finished 13-3. So I don't understand why everybody getting so mad. This is how we play every year at the beginning of the season. And then you want to trust Sean Payton because, we're in the playoffs again. Oh, yeah, I love Sean Payton. Trust it. Stop hating on him at the beginning of the year, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, I love my Who Dat Nation, but I do not like my Who Dat Nation people who's going to be a damn bandwagon and say, let's get this dude out of here after one game, and then you'll love him the next game because that's a bandwagon, and I don't care. You can go subscribe to me. You don't have to subscribe. I don't give a damn. But guess what? I'm going to still show my love to my subscribers that actually understand and listen to the real facts and actually a true damn fan. And I'm going to bring you to a game because you're a true damn fan. Like today, I brought my subscribers. They all had fun. Even though the game was that close and went to overtime, we all enjoyed it. And I'm going to tell y'all one more thing. We had some Giants fans sitting next to me. I got a Giants fan to subscribe to me because you know what he told me? He said, your name's Hoodie Jew, right, on the thing. And I'm like, yeah. he was like, there's one thing that I like about you, man. He said, I've been to a bunch of games for the Giants. I never been to a fan and sat next to a different fan that was never so freaking, not toxic. Everybody I go to is so mean. They talk crap about us. Oh, y'all going to go 0-2, 0-3. They talk crap. They toxic to me. He said, you right here, we just talking football about what happened in the past, when Eli and Drew was there playing and they had that big scoring game. We were just talking about random stuff, enjoying the game. And the man, shook my hand and said, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. And he even literally told me, he says, I love y'all New Orleans fans because y'all not toxic. And he just loved it. And that's what I tell people. I wasn't even mad. I'm at the game watching it in person, and I was not mad. At the end of the day, I got in my truck, came back home, got on Big Q podcast because I know we're going to have haters in here, and you got to prove them wrong. So
that's right.
That's all I got to say. I mean, I'm just tired of people hating, Stop hating on your Saints. Don't be coming to jump on the bandwagon. I don't like bandwagons. I'd rather hear you right now. Okay, so Coach Sean Payton coached a bad game this game. I know he's going to do better. Not, he needs to be fired. He sucks. I mean, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, he don't coach several bad games because I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been a Saints fan since 1970, when I was a young kid in elementary school. And I'm gonna tell you, I had experience back in '94 when I used to have season tickets before they were became too expensive at a New York Giants game, and I was cheering, sitting in the nosebleed seats, and one of those kind New York fans that you're talking about turned around and told me, "Yo, shut up, Mooley," and I know what Mooley is. Mooley. That's what they use. That's
Paul Mooney. Okay.
No, Mooley. That's the N word for New Yorkers. Mooley.
Okay.
And I was like a teenager at the time when that happened.
Well, that's not all the fans, dude. That's not all of New York fans. You can't put it all on them.
I'm not saying all of them, but this one particular fan.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, look. The same shit that Peyton does, he does this at least 2 or 3 times a year. This has got to stop, man. Come on.
2-3 times a year.
Now let me ask all y'all something in the panel, and I'm gonna let Q go home, go to sleep. Cause I know he's tired. Now, if you own the business and you had an employee that kept fucking up all the damn time, when will you get rid of him? Will you continue to let him cost you money, or at some point you'll say, I don't care if you come to work on time or whatever, but if you fuck up too many times, will you fire him at some point and say, okay, that's a pattern. I got to get rid of you. You're costing me money.
But Sean Payton wouldn't be the employee that's costing you money because he gets you to the playoffs and damn near the national NFC championship almost every year. And out of the 15 years he's been here, he has 3 losing seasons.
But we don't have the goddamn. We should at least have 3 Super Bowl rings right now.
We should. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But everybody, go ahead.
I just got Prom. Hey, Prom, can I ask you a good question?
Go ahead. Go for it.
All right. I know you're hating on him right now, okay? I understand you're going to have to get somebody out of here one day. But at the same
I
day,
don't understand.
How are you going to blame Sean Payton for last year's loss when we had an injured Drew Brees, an injured Michael Thomas? You had injuries. Sean Payton can't do nothing about that. But for what he can do with the way he's got right now,
he shouldn't have started them. They would hit you with
all
that
right.
one.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this, and I'm out of here. He knew that Brees was hurt. He knew this. He knew that shit. He shouldn't have taken Jameis out of that playoff game. He shouldn't have taken him out of that playoff game last year. He should have turned that one. He should have let Jameis stay in the game. He has made some stupid calls, bro. That cost the team. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these players are starting to get pissed because I would really like to get one of them just to be totally honest off the record how they feel about this Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston situation about taking Jameis out while he was rolling.
Looked like they enjoyed it to me.
No, they didn't. Looked like the offensive line got pissed off when Jameis came in there, and especially when James took Jameis out there, especially when Jameis was rolling. Like the offensive line was feeling good and rolling. And as soon as they brought Taysom in there, he threw that interception. You saw the whole demeanor of the offense change.
Yep,
they lost their energy.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the play. That could be a play that could be a deciding factor.
Not the fact it was a play. James could do that interception. They probably could have lived with it. But when you take a man out your play and you rolling, we all play team sports. When you got a teammate in there rolling, doing good and shit, and you rolling with them, let's keep going. You'll look at coach. Why the hell are you taking them out of the game? We killing shit right now. What you doing? And all of a sudden, you took him out of the game. And as soon as you take out the game, the worst possible thing should happen. Oh, the worst would have been a pick six.
Exactly. And he would have connected him. He would have got him in stride. Jameis is a QB. Taysom is a halfback that want to be a QB.
That's it.
Come on, let's get this shit straight now, people. Let's call it spade a spade.
You ain't say that last year when he won.
I promise I did.
3 out of 4 games.
I promise I did.
Hey,
he won 3 out of 4 games. Nobody said that.
Hold on, Prime. Let me say this right quick. If you remember me from last year,
he got lucky against Denver.
No. Let me tell you something. I told Blacks with them last year. I said the main reason he's not playing, not besides the Monday he gave to Chase Hill, but the main reason he not playing Jameis Winston because he already got burnt last time when he played Bridgewater, and he didn't have the money to keep him.
And look how Bridgewater's playing in Denver right now.
Hurry up and got the hell out there as soon as they got some money. He said, I'm not about to show you to the world because I know what you're going to do. But hell, if you're going to show a secret weapon like that, let him play. Show him that he can be trusted. Don't put handcuffs on the man thinking that as soon as you have a bad play or bad series, you out the damn game. Ain't too many people can perform under pressure like that. I don't care how good or bad or great you are.
Hey, man, what I do feel that, he's definitely training. And like DC said, he's training Winston not to make the mistakes that he usually does. So he has a leash on him, and I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at it for the long haul, not for the immediate success, but for the long haul. And that's all it is, man. Just trust what he's doing. This guy has been successful with quarterbacks in and out. That's with Bridgewater. That's with Winston. That's with Taysom, and that's with Drew. So he showed you he knows how to develop a quarterback. He shows you know how to make the plays to win games. But this is not what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear a lot of Peyton bashing. And I tell you what, I've been a fan, like I said before, been a fan since BC before championship, and I'm still yelling who that AD after Drew. Holla at your boy. Yeah.
Go ahead, Hoodie.
Can't be a hater.
We good, Saints. So one. Man.
That's what I tell people. I like you just can't be hating on them because it is. And I see comments in here. Okay, I got Miss Sergeant King. She's one of my subscribers, but she told me in the chat, Hoodie, I have shoes older than you. You need to wash yourself. Hey, you might have shoes older than me. But guess what? I got a younger brain and more facts about football right now. Trust me. I don't care. You can unsubscribe, baby, but I love you. I'm trying to tell you, you can't be hated. You can say F on Peyton all night, baby, but at the end of the day, he's your damn head coach, so you better love him. And that's what I tell you. Maybe at the end of the season, they want to get rid of him. Okay, and then let's go bring in a new coach, and let's see how far we go. We're not. And then I read another comment, Mr. Paul, that left the chat in here, that was in here earlier. You know, he was talking with us, Mr. Paul. He says, I sound like Adam Sandler from Waterboy. Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. I do sound like that. But I got the water that's going to kill y'all. I got that water that's going to kill you. I got the water that's going to help y'all. I got the water that's going to make y'all think, make y'all smarter like me. Come on now. Come on, Saints fans. Come on, Saints fans. You're not a real Saints fan if you're going to be a bandwagon. You are not a real Saints fan if you're going to be a bandwagon. That's all I got to say. If you don't trust the team, then go be a Lions fan. Go see what they can do for you. Go be a Jets fan. Go see, hey, the Jets are back.
And there you have it, fellas. There we have it at the Coma right there.
Oh, last thing, because I just thought about it. Mr. Prime said, Coach Sean Payton knew. Coach Sean Payton knew Drew was hurt. Michael Thomas was hurt. Why play him? I don't care. I would play Drew Brees at the end of the damn day because I know he told Sean Payton, this is my last damn game. This is my last career. Why not let the man play it out? This man not going to be – because let's say we would have took him out and we would have went to the Super Bowl and James would have, brought us up there, and then it was time for Drew to play. And they won a Super Bowl. They're not going to count it for Drew and say, oh, Drew won the Super Bowl. They're going to say James brought him. So why not let the man finish off his career happy than having this man finish his career on a damn bench? Because that would be a effed up. This man served here for 15, 16 years for you. And you're just going to say, I don't want to play you because of that. he wanted him to end his career on the field against Tom Brady because he knew it was his last year anyway. So let the man play and then screw it. I'm not going to make you sacrifice your damn career and say, oh, you know what? You was a great quarterback for 15, 16 years. You're hurt, but I don't want you to, mess up this or whatever. And this is, I don't care if you're your last career.
Don't
give it all to looking at when Peyton Manning beat Denver. I mean, a lot of people forget, but Trevor Siemian was the guy that got him there.
It was.
But they let Peyton Manning play in the Super Bowl game, and I believe probably another playoff game. But Trevor Siemian
was the one who
got him there. So a lot of people probably thinking along that line, like, yeah, you're gonna show Drew his respects, but if we can win this game or get to the big dance with somebody else and he that banged up, I get it from that standpoint. But I get what you're saying too. But wouldn't it be a lot better if Drew was able to play his last game in the Super Bowl and they had the option to do that?
Hey, I like I said, I would have loved it. But then at the end of the day, because the media haters, they're going to be like, oh, Drew Brees didn't win that Super Bowl. Jameis got him past because he was injured. And that's how the whole thing
I don't think they'll do that. The media hates Jameis. Jameis could have played all the games and ended it out. They would have gave.
But they hate the Saints. But they hate the Saints so much. They don't even like Drew. Drew's got all the records. They don't give a damn about him. They're like, oh, he's not no top 5, top 10 quarterback. Because they don't give a damn. Because they hate the Saints so much. I don't know why the media haters. They just do.
Well, fellas, I tell you what. It's been a nice episode here.
They said that was Osweiler. I thought it wasn't Trevor Siemian. I could have swore that was Trevor Siemian, not Osweiler.
It probably was Osweiler.
Osweiler was playing for the Houston Texans, if I remember correctly.
DC, you might have got it mixed up with the.
Well, no, they traded Osweiler to the Houston Texans, and that's when they got paid.
The Jamaican version.
Yeah, the Jamaican version, the soccer club.
So they didn't trade Osweiler to the Houston Texans when they got paid Manning.
I don't know, DC. I don't know about that, my friend. I don't know about.
All we know is Saints and Super Bowl.
That's all we know. Like this. All we know is Saints and Super Bowl. Yeah, like that. Just like the theme song. So with that being said, we're gonna end the stream, man. We done had some fun, man. A lot of family members. I hope y'all had the opportunity to get all that angst out, that frustration from the loss. That's what this is about. That expression, getting that out. So I hope y'all feel better.
Hey, why y'all hating on me? Why you hating on me? Damn. Come on, Miss Kate. Why you hating on me? Why you gonna ask me that I finished high school? Yes, I finished high school. Come on now, Miss Kate.
And he went the coin.
See, you hit them with the facts and then they get mad at you. Come on, be a true Saints fan and just oh my God, to cheer for your Saints. Come on, don't be a hater. Come on, Miss Kane. Don't be like that. Yes, I finished. And everybody else is following behind. Yes, Jube is a good man. I am. I just don't like people being fake like this. Don't be fake. Be real.
Welcome.
Yeah, like you said, welcome. But I love you, Kane, okay? I love you, Miss Kane. You can hate me for tonight because I'm trying to speak fast. It's whatever. But at the end of the day, I love you. You're still a subscriber. You still got a chance to go with me to a game. And maybe I can speak fast to you. Maybe you can speak fast to me in person if I can ever bring you.
All right, so thank you for that, Hoodie, and feel free to subscribe.
It was Trevor Siemian too. I was right. I looked up the roster.
Are you using the correct internet, DC?
I'm using the same goddamn one we use.
Notice he said he looked up the roster
right now.
Yeah, you heard him say roster. You looked up the roster. You're on the wrong internet.
Yeah,
DC.
I looked up.
You got to put it on the American internet.
I looked up the
DC.
living roster from the Carolina Panthers and the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
That's where you messed up. Ain't no living roster for them people over there. That's only the Pelicans got the living roster, DC. Shame on you. All right, so with that being said, well, feel free to subscribe to Hoodie's platform. You got something good as you get here. Hoodie is pretty passionate, just like the rest of the great Saint think tank in this thing. So show the man some love, man. Subscribe to his channel.
And don't forget to get your retro New Orleans shirts at humbra.com.
Oh, one last thing. If you want to subscribe to my channel, that means you want to listen to the facts. You want to listen to the truth and to a real true Saints fan. If you don't want to subscribe, that means you don't want the damn facts and you can hate on me. And I was just seeing her chatting there where she said, no, I'm in Atlanta. I'm good. Okay, well, stay in Atlanta with the losing culture of the Falcons. Maybe that's where you at and you're just trying to hit our bandwagon. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like I said, I love you and you can be mad at me all you want. I'm going to speak the facts to you, okay? That's how
Hoodie, I'm going to call you Soundwave because you're getting it off your chest. You heard me?
Yeah, I want to get it up because I'm a person. I'm not gonna lie. Let me tell y'all like this. all through high school, all through junior high, I was always picked on, but I always had my held my shit in because I never wanted to be in trouble in school. I was a good dude. I let people pick on me. I'm like, so what? You pick on me. You're not hurting my feelings anyway. I went home, let it out, let it out myself. And now, when I get older, I'm tired of people walking over me and trying to act like, oh, I'm older, I can do this or this and that. I don't give a damn. If you know more about it, make your own damn YouTube channel and tell me the facts. Because I bet you nobody's going to subscribe because they're going to be like, you're full of shit because you're not a Saints fan.
Well, you got love over here, brother.
Yeah, like I said, I love her. And I love her. Like I said, I love Miss K because she was supporting me. But she's mad at me because of the loss. She's using her frustration on me from the game. At the end of the day, she's going to come back in the chat. Oh, we're sorry. We're all going to apologize. We all let our anger out. But at the end of the day, we need to be a Saints fan. You need to love them. No matter who your damn coach, no matter who your damn player is. If you love the Saints, you're going to love whoever's damn playing right now. You're going to love who's coaching.
Bring back Jim Haslett.
No.
All right, so listen, fam, we're gonna end up there with us on that note, man. I appreciate y'all for chiming in this thing. Thank the great panel hoodie. Appreciate your prime, K. Scott, DC, Black Suede,
K. Scott Prime.
All right,
and the rest of the family members, Paul and everybody that joined the panel today. Much love.
It was Trevor Simmons. He played one game and had 0
all right,
attempts,
DC, goddamn, bro, come on.
He played one game and had 0 attempts.
Boy, DC don't let a fat goat on it, boy.
Mike Dempsey coming back from retirement.
I was wrong as 2 left shoes, boy.
DC, boy, I tell you, DC, boy, he gonna drive that point home.
Hey, Sway.
With that being said, we're gonna get Sway. Listen, let's get you.
Trevor Simmons was on the team.
They're asking for Swade's joke of the day. Swade,
yes.
You say you got a joke of the day. Let's hear it, bro.
Dang, the joke of the freaking day. Let's see here, man. I told y'all the fresh. Oh, what?
No, I got a good joke for you. I got a good joke for you too, my brother. This is the joke. The people in the chat are jokes who they're gonna say, what is you talking about? And he don't know. You're the joke because you don't know you're not a real Saints fan. That's why you're the joke. You're the one in here complaining. I'm not complaining over the
making him upset like this. What's going on here?
Miss Kane's hating on me. Miss Georgia Kane's hating on me, and now Carlton, Gene, whoever this is, what the hell are he talking about? I'm talking facts. What are y'all talking about? That's what I want to know. Where y'all at? Come join on the show. Come argue with me. Come on. I'll speak the facts. Come on, let's do it.
Hoodie want that
smoke. I want the smoke.
They want that smoke.
Come on.
You want that smoke?
Hey, at least we argue and we react with you, right? At least we're not a damn YouTube that's gonna at the end of the day just welcome to the damn channel, and then they just talk all that crap and they don't even react with you. At least we're reacting with you and we're gonna argue with you, but at the end of the day, we are true Saints fans. But if you're gonna hate on them, you're not a true Saints fan. I don't give a damn if you were born in New Orleans or not. You're not a true Saints fan if you're gonna hate on everybody. I'm just saying, it's just like that. Me and Swade, we trust our team. Big Q, DC, trust him. Like DC said, yes, Sean Payton made mistakes, but he don't need to be fired. Why? Because he's still bringing us to the playoffs. If he doesn't make it to the playoffs for like 5 straight years, then get rid of him. He can't do nothing. But don't hate on the man because at the beginning of the season, we do it every year. And every year, y'all hate on him. Oh, I love him. We're in the playoffs. Oh, I hate him because we didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Come on now.
All right. Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Joke of the day now.
Joke of the day. Y'all probably heard. You probably heard this when you know I'm full of my corny jokes. So somebody was on their way. Matter of fact, it was one of the doggone Giant players. That thing was Daniel Jones on his way to Disney World. And on his way to Disney World, he saw the sign said Disney World left, and he turned around, came back home.
That was awful.
Dude. Yeah.
We waited all week for that shit.
That was trash. I heard Bella Joe's on Sesame Street. Come on now.
It was free though. It's a free joke. So
it's a free joke.
I hope it was free. I would have hated to pay for that shit.
I would pay not to hear that joke. I would pay not to hear that joke.
All right, fam. Much love to all y'all. Appreciate y'all. Listen, we'll be back on Monday, and whoever didn't get on the stream, we'll give you an opportunity to chime in on our Monday. We'll have more reaction for the family members on Monday. It's been a interesting day to say the least. Interesting weekend for Louisiana sports people. LSU, Saints, and of course the Pelicans play tomorrow. So we'll
smell LSU.
We'll do it, bro.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Sway.
Come on, Sway. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, my bad.
Look up, get up, and never give up, says Hoodie. There you go, baby. Much love, Hoodie. All right, so with that saying, man, I'm going to chip out on this one. Much love to everybody in the chat. Y'all keep y'all heads up, and we'll see you on our Monday stream. Who that to you? And we
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking league. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Saints Central, your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.